What up, y'all? It's Vinny Cuz and my man Uber Jeep AZ right now, starting off the RideShare Garage. Welcome, and we thank you for joining us on this Wednesday night, the night after the God. How can I even put this? Happy Independence Day, y'all! Because no matter what you, Happy Independence Day. That's all I can say. I can't say nothing else about that. What's going on, Jeff? How you doing, man?
It wasn't happy for a lot of people because we always know what's going to happen every year around holidays and vacations. People get to shooting up crowds, killing kids. Kids are dying out here in the streets, and ain't nobody protest. Don't get me started right now. Don't. Let's start this live right. Man, two kids died, man. What the hell are people doing?
Bro.
On Independence Day, a day we should be celebrating, the freedom of the birth of a nation from getting out of England and saying we're going to start a new land. I'm going to tell you something. Building a country is not as easy as building a house. You got a lot of shit to do. So when they freed themselves from England, that was just step one. We understand we still had slavery and all that shit to go through to free people, but you building a country takes a lot more than what people think. So yeah, let's celebrate July the 4th. Let's celebrate Juneteenth 2 different times. We could do that. It's cool. So I'm just happy, the 4th of July went down with me being safe. I didn't get popping no firecrackers and shit like that. Everything was cool.
Okay.
Motherfucker did jump in my car with a traffic cone, though. I tell you, he did that shit. This motherfucker came running up to my car with a big ass fucking 3-foot tall traffic cone. I was like, what the fuck?
Bro,
it ain't
bro. He was trying to match the color of the car, bro. He wanted to feel like he was part of the collective, man. He wanted to be part of the RideShare Garage and Uber Jeep AZ merch collection. Collection, bro. Oh my god! Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. My 4th of July was horrible, terrible. Well, I forget the guy used to say that. It was terrible. It was Charles Barkley. It was terrible. Vinny Barkley tonight. It was terrible.
What up, commuters in that,
bro? Everything that I've done the previous 7 4th of Julys, none of that shit worked. So you know what I did? I said, fuck this, I'm going home. And I did. I came home, I sat, watched a nice movie, had a nice evening, called it a day until my buddy Omar, what's up, Omar? We see you sneaking in there. We see Brandon sneaking in there. And I see Commuter out in the comments already. What's going on, man? Welcome, Commuter. My man, Commuter, bro. Commuter's a ride or die.
Yeah, I was telling one of my riders that just this past weekend. It was like, because I was telling the benefits of RideShare, a lot of times ain't about the money. It's about the freedom to say, I need to get my ass home real quick. When you work for a company, you can't just walk up to your boss and be like, hey, man, I'm going to take a 2-hour break. I just need a mental break. You can't do that shit. They're going to say, if you don't get your ass back over there and get to work. So you did what RideShare allows you to do. Go home, take a mental break, be like, today's not my day. RideShare will allow you to stay human like that. You ain't no robot. If you ain't feeling it, go home.
Nope. Ain't no Wallies here.
Hell yeah.
Ain't no Wallies here, bro, at all.
Wallies. What up, James?
Omar, can you hear us, buddy? Can you hear us, Omar? You there?
Yeah. I'm just double checking my audio.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see, Brandon. Brandon, you're in the car, buddy. You making some money, or you? Well, he was there. There he is. What you doing, man?
Look like it's storming out there or something.
Yeah, he looks like he's showing up the cockpit to his 747 he done rented this week.
Hell yeah.
I just dropped hope that I might not be able to get someone.
What? What are you saying? Oh, man,
you're talking about going on right now.
Yeah, it looks like he's busy. Looks like he's working. At the Drake.
No, the concert for Drake.
Oh,
okay.
Did they have their own fingernail polish with them?
That's what we are.
Professional.
With 2 V's, goddamn it.
I'm just trying to see if since he went to the Drake concert, if he had his own fingernail polish. Yeah, all right, Kiki's in the house.
And tomorrow, Drake will be here tomorrow. Actually,
FBI, open up. We got the queen in the house.
if Drake's coming to concert in Phoenix tomorrow, I'm gonna be on the opposite side of fucking town because I ain't dealing with all that traffic. Y'all know
Hey
me.
man, you ain't even wrong about that. Well, like Omar yesterday.
1 mile.
Omar yesterday was he was giving me he was giving me a little heads up on the traffic. I had a private at 5:00. I had to rip from way north to way south to the airport, going on their little European vacation. But Omar was cool enough to send me some snapshots of the traffic and all the closures on the beach and everything. So it was I appreciate that, Omar. I don't think I got a chance to say that yesterday, but yeah, man. Listen. I want to hear from the crowd tonight. I want to hear from the chat tonight. I want to know how people did out there last night. I want to know if they had to change anything up, if they changed their normal strategies. Like I'm just curious because I know, like, I'm a little picky when it comes to what I'll do and what I won't do. But bruh, I was in the right areas. I
think the apps. It was a feast for the apps. It wasn't a feast for the drivers. Only a handful of drivers really made out well, but they were taking bullshit rides to get there. I work maybe 5 hours a day. Each day I would work about 5 hours. Well, I was online for 5 because y'all know how I do. I was online for about 5 hours. Still cranked out over $200 in about 3.5 to 4 hours of driving. But that's because I was cherry picking the shit out of the system. I was getting $9 for a half mile because they'd offer me like $5.22 a mile or something like that, and the guy will give me like a $3-4 tip. So I was taking all short bangers. Motherfuckers sent me a $52 ride for 45 minutes. I canceled it. I was like, nah, I'm cool on that shit because that's a lot of fucking drive, and that was going away from my house. So that would be $26 a mile because it was an hour out and an hour back for $52. So I had to cancel that shit. I was like, nah, I'm not doing no $52 for 2 hours. I'm cool on that. If it was 52 for like 10 miles going around my shit. Yeah. I did 44 for 11 miles. I got a video showing how I did 44 for 11 miles. Those are the rides I look for. So I was on my shit. I was on my shit ride.
I just stayed away from, I was around the beach, but I didn't go onto the beach, and I just, picked off people as they were. My first ride was a Black XL again, and I was able to get to that Black XL because I was on the intercoastal side. If I was on the beach side, and I'd have been trapped. That shit was a disaster, man. Being anywhere, so. And then all of a sudden, the map lit up. I'm really surprised. I was really surprised how much busier it was. I was getting pings. My last ride, I think, was from the airport. I think no, I had another ride after that, but I did go north. And then I said, look at the queue. The queue is super low. And I was getting pinged up before I got to the queue, Rennie. I was getting pinged up before I got to State Row 84. So I had para on. We always, Brandon always talks about para. And I got to say, man, it works great. I put para on and I had it set to $52 an hour. And I got a request for like $51.80. Like it just declined that one request that I was kind of thinking about, maybe I would have took that ride. Nope. The next ride was the better ride. That took me down to Sunny Isles, I forget where, somewhere down. Oh, North Miami. Dude had no luggage. I pulled into Terminal 1 and left. The app said, I have a screenshot of it. The app said like 32 minutes. It took me 20. So you just gotta, I just kept moving, and I was fortunate that it was busy.
When you ran up into the airport, was it busy down there?
A little bit. It looked like there were some late flights. I never went in the lot.
Time?
I hate that lot. I never go into that lot. I was getting pings from outside the queue.
What time? What time was this?
Let me check. After midnight. You know me.
Oh, well, shit, man. That don't count. After midnight don't count, man. We don't talk about what happens after midnight. We don't need to know about you and your pink tutu and G-string after midnight. Working Terminal 1 for tips.
Yeah. And hey, sorry, I was working while you were at home, comfortable, because you got it made,
Yeah, listen, bro. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie, man.
Parked in her spot, and I'm just getting.
When I tell people, if you're from Jeff, I know you got a highway out there by you that no matter what time of day or night, is always packed. Right, I know you got a highway like that out there by you. I know Ron's gonna know exactly where I'm talking about in a minute. By the way, welcome Steven, the deactivated Lux Black driver. because he's not allowed to use Black Vinny no more. So we can't do the anymore.
Black Vinny.
All right. He took away my, but we got the guys in the house. Bro, the Palmetto, Ron, Omar. I dropped off at Miami International at 6:15. I was on the Palmetto heading north by 6:30. I swear to God, I did not see 100 cars going north with me the whole time till I hit I-75. None, zero, zilch. It looked like Hurricane
It was like a
Kira was coming through, and everybody done hauled ass and buttoned down the hatches. That's how bad, that's how slow it was. When I went through Weston, I came up through Pembroke Pines, got off at Hollywood Boulevard, right? Or Pines Boulevard, went west to Dykes, north all the way through Weston. Apps wide open, no requests whatsoever. And I kept checking X to see if X was busy. I got nothing. When I looked on my map, the map was clean and clear with no gray. And so I got frustrated.
I sent you the screenshots, man. It got busy.
But it got busy at 10 o'clock.
And I never got stuck in traffic once. Never, ever once got stuck in traffic. And I was grabbing $12, $14 pings, and I had posted on the Discord too, just before I started my night. No surge, no service. Don't take no bullshit, guys. As a little,
but this is my point, Omar. This is my point, Omar. And this is why I want to hear from everybody else. Because maybe it was just me. Maybe I just had a run of bad luck. Could have been. But I got 2 little Lyft pings. That was it. 2 little Lyft pings was all I got between the hours of 6:30 and 9 o'clock last night. That's all I got.
Yes, dark.
Dude, right now I've got 5.5 hours on the Uber app for this week. Zero requests. Fuck cherry picking. 0 requests in 5.5 hours online.
Yeah, I mean,
well, I don't know. Y'all
I don't know. Like I said, I was getting pings. I had me. I had Lyft pings and I had Ubers, and so it was like, who doesn't cancel on me? And everybody was waiting for me. And I was like, who's gonna walk to me? I would text both customers, "Hey, you gonna walk to me?" The Lyft guy, I had a Lux Black. The guy walked to me. I was like, "You win."
Sometimes you gotta do it like that.
No.
So, like I said, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know how you guys did. If you guys made some money last night. If you thought it was slower than normal, about the same, busier than normal. Everybody in the chat group, I'm reading the chats because Steven, I don't know, Steven does what Steven does.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Testing 1 2. Is it
yeah,
bad?
Ron. Yeah, Ron, we can hear you, buddy.
Always gotta ask. Make sure.
I see your buddy Mario was down there beating your time down in Key West when you was down.
So yesterday, July 4th, I decided to go down to the Keys, but Key Largo, drove through Alamorada, then eventually went down to the Keys. This was unplanned, which I would recommend nobody to never. When you're going out to the Keys, you gotta have a plan, because especially I was in a Tesla. You gotta make sure you're charging up that car right, because I got the base. But basically, not a good day for me yesterday. It's a Tuesday, July 4th. And then today will be July 5th, right? Meaning everybody would have to go back to work. So a lot of people didn't show up in the Keys. The weekend is when they showed up. So Mateo, when he did his vlog, he did it on Sunday. Right. He was down in Key Largo, and he kept getting his X rides. And every X ride he got was 3-4 minutes, paid him $10, $9.
Yeah, but I thought I saw at the end of his video he only made like $100.
No, but I mean, for the time he was there, I think he was there less than, if I'm not mistaken, less than 5 hours? I think he was there.
No, Mario was down there overnight, bro. He went down there, the sun was up. When he came home, the sun was up. God damn it.
No, that was a big light. I don't think he was sleeping overnight. I don't.
Yeah, you better go back and you better go back and watch that video.
I don't think, but
real quick before we continue this, Jeff, I need you to remind us of this tonight. Lamont is dead right. Lux is back. Lux is back.
Oh, Lux is back. That's right.
I want to get back. I want to get back to that after we get done with Ron, because I need Ron to update us on what happened with Hertz. Right after we get done talking about 4th of July earnings.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do everything in one smack, because I'm gonna get out of here in about 30 minutes anyway. In about 15-20 minutes. But nonetheless, very bad day yesterday. I did the Tesla down in the Key West. That was another Tesla rental out there because I could see him. People love the car in Key West. I was getting tipped $3-4 here, but up in Key Largo, it was a little bit slower. So not a good day to do Uber and a Tesla down in the Keys. You got to really be strategic because there's not a lot of charges down there. So I didn't have a good day. Only $157 I did. Very bad. Over 9 hours. That's bad. To go into the Hertz update. So what I said last time to you guys that I was charged $811 for the extension for the month. And then I was charged another $864. So what they did was they took half of that money back. So they only charged me $434. So in total, it was $800. Then they took $400 away, and I'm left with $400. So then now,
hold on, wait a minute. Time out. Now I know I got a Carroll City education. Okay, I understand this, but they got you for $1,660, and they only gave you $400 back. That ain't left you with $400. That means they still got you for $1,200. Or did I miss?
No, yeah, exactly. So that's still there. I need to go to the office to figure this thing out. The next thing they did was yesterday. They charged me $529. And so what I found out is that they start charging me every week for charging. Whereas prior to what I was told by the office, the Hertz office, is that I will be getting a full bill for the month at the 4th week, not each week be charged. So yesterday I got charged $529 because of how many charging I did with the Tesla. Needless to say, Melvin says he got screwed by Hertz today at $766. WTF? My frustrations with Hertz is I still requested a receipt through their email that they gave us, Hertz TNC. They still haven't responded to that email. So I don't really know what's going on in Hertz, but I had talked to a rep that I knew who was actually leaving. She was actually leaving the Miami office. That is how I know they were charging me the electric charge for the week, not to the end of the month, because she said they updated it, but she was already leaving out the office when I was trying to get there about 5 o'clock. But nonetheless, it's a very frustrating situation to be paying all this money and then we have no idea what Hertz going through. It's not a good thing.
So if I'm hearing you correct, if I'm hearing you correct, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at you, brother. 1600 they get you for. 1660 they get you for. They give you back 400. Then they come back and bang you for another 520. So you still up $1,800 is what they've charged you total for 2 weeks. So you telling me that car is costing you what you're telling me? I don't know, Jeff. You were the accountant. Jeff. You got a calculator. You're quicker than I am.
No, that's the number. That's the number. 9.
Steven, I'm sorry, sir. I know White Vinny's showing up here. Poor trash from the Omar. You know where I grew up, Carroll City, straight hoodlums, right? We don't go to school. We go to the corner and sling our dope, whatever we do. Okay. By the way, drug dealers are the best CEOs ever. I'm just gonna put that out there. Listen, $900 a week for that fucking car, bro. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
They owe me 4. But yeah, that's the number. It's a bad number.
The rate they run it at is $45,000 a year. That's more than I paid for my whole fucking BMW.
God damn.
That's fucking crazy shit.
Oh, hold on, yo. Hold on, we got a super chat. Craig, thank you, baby. Thank you.
Are you guys saying that Hertz renegotiated with you? Because I'm still kind of confused as to what you guys are talking about.
Well, no, they attempted to strong arm me, and I told them to kiss my ass. It wasn't.
I thought you paid for it up front and say, hey, this is a week. I have it for a week, or do you pay for it per day?
No, it's supposed to be because it's through Uber, you get a discount off their daily rate. Okay, so you pay by the week. but you were paying your charging afterwards when the charging came through. It just so happened to be coincidence, according to what Ron just said, he's verifying it, that now they want to charge you that rate plus you're charging up front. And they're guesstimating, or they're throwing this number out at you. But if you don't use all that money for charging, how are they going to come back and charge you that same number again the following week? You haven't been reimbursed for the week prior yet.
Come on, bro. This is some Ricky Bobby fraud. You smarter than that, Vinny. Come on, man.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? There ain't no Tesla out here, bro.
You turning a Tesla.
What you talking about? I turned that shit in on the spot.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, as soon as that happens, I'm like, yo, yeah, I see what you're saying. I'd have been there, like I'd have been there cursing somebody out. I'd almost got arrested. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Vinny already turned in the Tesla when they tried
on the spot.
As soon as they tried
on the spot. They literally, and then what happened was when he turned it in, they charged him a late fee. And it was like, no, you guys told me to come here, and they still charged him. So it was
that right there. That's some fraud right there. That's negotiating in bad faith, and that's fraud.
So let me address Richie Berger real quick. It's your fault if you don't dispute. Richie, I disputed. I got hung up on. I sent another email. I still haven't been contacted. Back.
Banks are doing some screwy stuff too. That's because they're in trouble.
Fucking hung up on me. There's nothing I can do at this point. I just chalked it up as an experience. That's why we brought it out last Wednesday night. So I understand a lot of people trying to offer solutions. Bro, there's just some things you can't solve other than to say Budweiser or Target. And that's what you do. You talk with your money. You can argue with a computer all day long. Just like contacting Uber or Lyft support. You ain't winning that fight.
Now, but I tell everybody, if you out there renting a Tesla to do RideShare, you might as well fucking buy one. Because there ain't no way in hell I'm paying $600 a week for a fucking car. Ain't no way. $600. If you can afford $600 a week for a fucking car, you could buy one. Because if you're telling the bank, hey, I can make $600 a week to afford this, that's $2,400 a month. If you paying $2,400 a month for a fucking car, you can afford a car at $1,000 a month. Go buy that bitch. Don't rent it. Buy it.
The idea. So a lot of people say that a lot. They say, "Oh, go ahead and buy the car," and which is true. I should go get this car. I mean, I'm literally for the 6 months I've given Hertz over $13,000 for 6 months. So that's definitely. I can go ahead and buy the car. The only thing is, a lot of people that I've been talking to who have the Tesla rental, they get it because it's peace of mind that if something happens to the car, they can always get another one. They can always go to Hertz and say, okay, well, this doesn't work. I need another car, and Hertz will give it to them.
I think the part that's being missed too is there's a lot of people that are in a position where they can't buy. It's not an option to buy one. They don't have the credit. Whatever the reason might be. There's a reason why the cost is so high in order to rent this thing in comparison to buying. And obviously, for most people, it would make more sense to pay less and to get the car under their name, or buy the better model that's going to give them access to higher platforms and still pay less per month. But a lot of people are in positions in RideShare where they can't, and it's just an opportunity for them to take advantage of that car, or they're pushed into the Tesla, whether they want to be or not. Because like even the location over here almost never has any of the other cars available. It is so rare for their Camrys or any of the other vehicles that they have to be available, because there's other drivers that already understand it's not worth their time or effort or money to have a Tesla. It's better to have a good hybrid where there's no wait time. If I go refuel in 5 minutes and I'm out.
Yeah,
I hear a whole bunch of bullshit about Tesla and everything else like that. Motherfuckers need to learn to crawl before they walk. Too many broke motherfuckers is trying to drive $100,000 cars. That's the problem.
There you go. That's true too.
You can go to base tier of Uber, base tier of Lyft, and make a lot of fucking money with a little cheap ass Camry. You can get a fucking Prius. Crawl before you walk. It's too many motherfuckers that ain't got money trying to go get a Tesla to say, oh, I got a Tesla. Fuck that. The problem is not the Tesla and the rental and the price. The problem is your money ain't there. People need to stop pretending they got money when they don't have it.
Are you saying people should ignore their vanity? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. tell you right now, if I got everybody,
you're right. Jeff, you're right.
When I was an accountant going to Templeton Gaming, I drove a motherfucking stick shift Kia Sophia with missing fucking hubcap.
A Kia Sophia with missing hubcaps.
My boss on Instagram will tell you this motherfucker. My boss on Instagram gave me $6,000 cash and said, Jeff, go get a better car. And I paid her ass back. On Instagram, I will put her fucking name on shit. She will tell you I gave Jeff $6,000 because this motherfucker was humble enough to come to a corporate job in a fucking Kia. He didn't give a fuck. I showed up with a suit with a Kia Sophia in the parking lot. And she said, go get a better car. I flew into Orange County on Wednesday night, bought a $6,000 Mercedes E320 off a motherfucker, drove that bitch back to Vegas. She gave me the $6,000. I don't give a fuck about no car. I'm trying to get this money. And these broke motherfuckers driving Teslas, wondering why I ain't got no money. Go get you a fucking car that's on your level and make money on these base tiers. Lyft, UberX, drive smarter with your fucking head. Because I was making good fucking money at that. Why the fuck do I got the raggediest car in the parking lot? Because that shit wasn't on my level yet. I had to crawl before I walked. That I wasn't there yet. And you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers out here in Teslas that can't even fucking buy ramen. I'm sorry, a Tesla is a nice fucking car. That's expensive. That ain't for you. Man, you tell motherfuckers the real. I keep it real in this motherfucker. Like I said, Christine Rogers is on my, well, she got married. She's on my IG. She'll tell you this motherfucker came with a dusty bird shit Kia Sophia to work every day. Jeff, and I gave him the 6G. She gave me the money and I paid her ass back.
Jeff, I gotta be honest. Man. I gotta be honest, bro. I gotta be honest about something, homie. I know you're a little heated over there. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong,
man.
But I can't see your about RideShare. I love it in a little Kia Sophia missing hubcaps driving down the road in the suit. I just can't see that, bro.
Hey, when you went to the circus and seen a gorilla on a tricycle, that was me going to work every fucking day.
It's a gorilla on a tricycle.
Looking like motherfucking Mario Kart that bitch. I was like, this like a motherfucker going to work. Motherfucker sliding no banana peels in the circle and shit, dodging turtles like a motherfucker.
I think, I think the issue.
I was going to work. Oh.
To Jeff's point, to Jeff's point, I think the issue is not having a plan B or a plan C and like going all in. I like having that idea and having that aspiration to go all in is a good idea. But like to Jeff's point, if you don't got it, man, and we see it a lot down here in Miami. People faking it and trying to make it down here, boy, real hard in Miami, man. So it's
failure, right? Setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
When they pull the word from your ass, you ain't got no net. You have no money. You have no net. So you got to create that net first. Drive around in the bus shit. Do Uber Eats. Do DoorDash. Do the base tier. Do UberX. Build up that safety net. So when you do get your shit, motherfucker, pull the rug. Call. I ain't hit the bottom yet, motherfucker.
But that's what we say. Yeah, but that's what we say all the time. We've been preaching this now. Well, this group's been together almost a year. It'll be a year in September. But we've been preaching this on videos forever. Don't go out and buy something you can't afford without the goddamn apps. Don't fucking do it.
I live that shit. You're right, man. You're right. But we keep forgetting because the internet is mentality. We see other motherfuckers with it, but you don't know how they got it. These motherfuckers could have cashed out the equity in their house. You don't know how they got that. They could have got a loan. They could have fucking hit a scratcher for $5. You don't know how they got that.
Exactly.
No, one thing, I'm not gonna put myself in a hole for a $2,400 a month fucking car when $2,400 a month is all I'm fucking making.
I mean, now I'm real, screwed now.
But if you do end up doing something like this, and Eddie has every right to do this, you blame it on Vinny.
Yeah, it's your fault, Vinny.
Blame that shit on Vinny.
It's my fault. It's my fault. Okay.
It's got 3 years to get to Uber Black SUV. These SUVs are $100,000 vehicles. These ain't toys. This is real money. If you see an Escalade, a Navigator, a Tahoe, a Cadillac, that's fucking money. That ain't a game. If you ain't ready for that shit, don't buy one. I got an 05 Escalade I can't afford. That's why that bitch stay parked. It's 05. The gas is too hot. The maintenance will keep running. Man, I can't afford on that bitch all the time. You see motherfuckers in SUV, they got money.
So Jeff, we were right before the show, right before the show, and let me say welcome Eddie to the show. Welcome Brandon to the show. Brandon, if you're gonna be showing off these bullshit ass rides, I'm just gonna ban your ass from the channel for the night. I'm just letting you know up front. Okay, we ain't seen no pizza yet. We ain't seen no burgers. We haven't seen the girlfriend yet. We don't know what color fingernail polish your passenger you dropped off at the Drake concert at. I ain't trying to hear all them $15 for 30-second rides out your ass tonight. I'm just telling you right now.
Hey, you got Amtrak making $100 an hour yesterday doing Lyft Basic. No, that's some shit right there.
Listen.
You don't need no special car to do Lyft Basic, folks. If y'all listening to what we be saying in these videos,
bro,
you don't need a special car to do this shit.
Doesn't that guy drive like a Ford something with like 200,000 miles on it?
Making like a motherfucker too.
Listen, Invisible River Ranch down here. He's driving. I believe he said it's a 2012 Altima. A little over 450,000 miles on an Altima. He owns it. He says it's perfect. His rating's up there, and he's getting paid, man. He's getting paid. As long as that car is clean and you're in the right area, you can make your money and don't worry about it. Because then people don't, once they step out your shit, they ain't thinking about, I should have got his number. He could be my driver all the time. No, you can't. Because by now it's going to cost them triple because you got to clean the car, then go pick them up from wherever you're at to they're at, take their asses where they got to go. Yeah, anyway, Jeff, what I wanted to touch on was you had said, we were talking right before the show started, that you were very glad you kept your Jeep and bought the Beamer because it's saving you like $1,000. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Because with the Jeep, like I said, when I first bought the Jeep, it was stock, and I was getting good mileage when it was stock. But I also off-road, so I started building that motherfucker. Now I'm killing gas mileage when I'm building it. So I got big ass 37s, 35s on this motherfucker and everything else. It was costing me almost $100 a day, and I was driving about 5 days a week. That's $500 a week, so I'm spending 2 G's a month in gas. That's it. And I'm only getting 200, and I'm driving about 250 miles a day. That's $100 in Jeep terms. 250 miles is $100 for a Jeep. So I'm losing 2 G's a fucking month. So I decided to go buy a $600 Beamer. $600 Beamer, $150 insurance. I'm at $750. $2,000 in gas versus $750. Plus, I'm only running like maybe $100 a month and $100 a week in gas. So now I'm only up $1,100 versus 2 G's. I'm up $900 a month just by buying another fucking car. And it's like you have to do that. I'm up $900 a month is almost 10 G's a year. It's $10,000 a year. I say just by buying a car that's better on gas. You got to spend money to make it. You got to use your brain to work through the process of how am I really saving money. You got to spend that shit.
Hell yeah. JJ, want to shout out real quick to JJ. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. We appreciate you. But Jeff, man, and see, that's the point, right? So, like in my situation now, it's almost not worth it for me to replace my CTS or to fix my CTS. It's just not. The CTS I can't put on the platform no more because it's aged out. So it can't do Lux anymore. And I damn sure ain't driving that car to do X. It ain't fucking happening. So
a mile for $9.
Yeah, but I ain't listen, by the time I do all the repairs and everything to the car and get her back to where she needs to be, it's a waste for me. So I was able to do the Tesla rental. I still had my truck. My truck ain't going nowhere. My truck is fine. So I can bounce back and forth. But like you say, a lot of these people out here right now, you know what? I'm about tired of Brandon. I told him to put his ass in fucking timeout. Okay. Thanks, showing us that damn shitty ass pizza he's showing us. You know what I'm saying? That shitty pizza.
I was just showing you that I ordered pizza.
Good job. But like Steven said, or like Ron, I forget if it was Steven or Ron, a lot of people are not in a position to go out and buy that type of a vehicle to be able to do it. I think the biggest misconception right now is that if I buy the bigger, higher tier vehicle, I'm going to make more money. But what people are missing is we're way oversaturated and not enough rides. It's a combination. Wait a minute. Hold on, Brandon. Hold on. Let me finish. Ride demand is coming down and drivers are going up. Supply and demand is basic fucking economics we talk about here. Certain markets might do very well. But most markets right now are experiencing an imbalance in supply and demand, where supply is now overshadowing demand. Go ahead, Brandon. What were you going to say?
I'm barely making more after expenses than an UberX driver, but you know, for me, I'm having to drive less than half as much. So if you're one of those ball busters that can drive all day and not be fatigued, you can just make it just as much money as I do.
Ants.
Yeah. No, it's not even ants. Because if you watch Jeff's videos, Jeff ain't no fucking ant, bro. Jeff is turning down more than he's taking, and he's still pulling 200-300 a night, doing it his way in his time frame.
You see the new
on X? I think the only premium ride he gets is Lyft Lux if they're feeling generous at night. But for the most part, I think most of his shit is X and regular Lyft, right, Jeff? Am I wrong? Correct me.
Right, I'm turning down $34 rides, $52 rides. I'm turning them all down. Because there's a driver out there that wants that shit. I don't need it. Because if you send me on a $52 nature hike that's an hour away from my fucking house, I gotta come back. That's 2 hours for $52. I can make $52 in 11 miles. Why do I need to go an hour to make $52? I could do that shit in 11 miles around my neighborhood. So I tend to, when y'all see my videos, that's me going in circles. I'm just going in fucking circles. And motherfuckers like, dude, how you making like $45 an hour driving like 10, 20 fucking miles? Because I'm just going in circles. I'm not going way the fuck out nowhere. You see me doing an $8 ride for a half mile. You might see me do a 6 mile ride for $30. That's what I do. I don't need to do no, people think you need to drive a lot of miles to make a lot of money. I say you use a lot of brains, you can make a lot of money. When you use no brains, you are an ant and you will lose a lot of fucking money. Because you ain't using no brain power. You're using horsepower. Fuck horsepower. Use brain power. Drive smart. Do little short fucking hops. Get that surge. Get them tips. That's how it is.
Not only will you lose, not only will you lose that money, you lose that.
Like I just drove for 3 hours straight, and I still got a full tank of gas sitting on $100.
Yeah, but not only do you lose money, you lose time. You lose a bunch of time.
Yeah. I tell motherfuckers I lose time when I sleep. I don't give a fuck about time no more, man. I lose time when I'm sleeping. When I sleep for 8 fucking hours, that's 8 hours I could have been working. But why the fuck am I sleeping? Time is time. I lose time when I'm taking a shit. I lose time when I'm going to Walmart. I'm always going to lose time. That's just a fact of fucking life. But the time you do spend doing something, are you compensated well for that? That's what I can control. I can't control how much time I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose time. I got to take a nap. I got to eat. I got to sleep. I can't work 24/7. I'm going to lose time. But when you do something, are you paid what you're worth when you're doing it? That's the trick.
Well, I think that comes down to personal preference. Are they willing? Do they want to be compensated? Let's put it this way. I think it comes down to if you think like the apps, active hour, or if you think like other folks, total time on hours, right? Because if you're dedicated to see, and that's the thing, that's where they get us with these fucking apps, right? Is because you can be online and doing something else. If you think about it, if you multi-app,
run 2 apps.
If I was just going to say, if you're multi-apping, right? Now, how do you got to factor in all that? Well, let's see. If I leave both apps on for 8 hours and I work 3 hours on one app and 4 hours on another, well, technically on each app, it's going to look like you only worked 3 hours, 4 hours, and you lost 5 and 4, right? But technically, you worked 8 hours and 7 of those hours you were active. Fuck, you only lost an hour. So I guess it just comes down to the individual, how they want to look at it. But that's up to each individual to decide.
I look at time frame. I can start my app at noon. I can start both apps at noon and run both apps till 1 p.m. So 2 apps are going to show an hour and an hour. Does that mean I work 2 fucking hours? No, it means I work 1 hour, but I was running 2 apps the whole time. So I put my Lux as my pause button. You'll see me doing UberX rides all the time, getting this little quick surge while I got a surge locked on Lux. They won't give me no Lux. But if I got a surge on Lyft, I'm going to lock that bitch in by hitting Lux and just driving UberX for a while. Then I'll turn it back to Lyft regular. So I've been on Lyft for an hour, but I've been driving around on UberX locking my fucking shit in. A lot of people do that with Connect. A lot of people do it with Uber Pet. They'll lock that shit in while they sitting online on Uber, and they'll use Lyft or DoorDash, whatever the fuck. So I don't look at online time. Online to me means I'm available to do business if you're willing to do business. Any company you work for is going to look at productivity. Are my employees productive? Are they not productive? You can walk in the door at 8 o'clock every day, leave at 5 every day. That don't mean you work from 8 to 5. How productive are you? You could be tricking off for the first 2 hours you at work, smoking cigarettes, eating donuts and shit.
Off. He said tricking off.
Yes.
Jeff, you in New Orleans with our friend Richie, or what are we doing over there? You talking about tricking off, bro?
Shit. Man, it's like motherfuckers. I don't look at online time the same way other people do. When I look at online time, that to me means you were available to do business. Were they willing to do good business with you though? Because if they not, motherfucker, I'm just sitting online cruising around doing whatever I do. I'm not working with you until you send me good money. Now we're working. So I'll sit there and look. My driving time is what I'm worried about. If I'm driving a whole lot and I ain't making no money, I'm wasting my fucking time. Like I said, I can have 2 apps running, both of them running for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours at the exact same time. Because they were running for 2 hours each, don't mean I worked for 4 hours. I mean, it was from 12 to 2 is when I ran them. That's just what it is. A lot of people don't look at the apps. They don't look at time as a true block. They look at it as, oh, you were online on Uber for 5 and online for Lyft for 5, so you worked 10 hours.
No, don't
that might be 10 hours. Yeah, it don't work like that. Not with RideShare.
No, I've been
at an employee. Yeah, when you're an employee, you clock in at this company, yeah, it counts.
No,
I've had in 2 different companies at the same time.
I've had people question when I used to just shoot earnings videos. That's why I stopped shooting earnings videos, because you know, they would say, well, how can you say you were online here for 5 hours and online there for 7 hours, but you only worked like a combined 6.5 hours?
Yeah,
because motherfucker, I had both apps on at the same time.
Yeah, I'm looking for rides. I'm scouting. I'm looking for good money. Contract is always an open contract. Who's paying right now? I'm an open contract. Who's shooting me money? So it's like an athlete that's sitting on the bench at a game, and motherfuckers say, hey, you can either play for the Cavs this game or you can play for the Heat this game because you have an open contract. Who's paying the most? You sitting on the bench, but are you playing for both teams? Not right now, but whoever's paying the most, I'll play for those motherfuckers. Give me your jersey now. I'll play for you now. That don't mean
quick hitter.
Yeah, don't mean you played 2 games. You played the same game, but you were sitting on the bench. You had 2 jerseys sitting next to you. Pick up the one that's paying you the most. That's the trick.
That's the bottom line. One hit quitter, bro. Get that bread. What else is going on? So, Steven, you had a little news. Didn't you have a little news happen to you? Didn't something good happen for you since last week?
Oh yeah. Uber finally put me back on a few days ago, like 4 or 5 days ago.
And you got Uber Select, so maybe it was worth that time.
So yeah. So I know we got a lot of people that are from Los Angeles or in the California area. I'm not sure if this is true up in the San Francisco part of California or the Bay Area, but I highly recommend, if you've got the time on the applications, like you've been on the apps for 6+ years, contact Uber multiple times. Say that you qualify for Select if you have a vehicle that qualifies for Select, and that for whatever reason it's not showing up on your application. The person that I leased my Tesla Model Y out to, the 2022, he had Select on the rental. He got the rental and they got Select on the rental. So when he showed me it on his app, I was like, okay, there's got to be something here. I even talked to the liaison. He tried to get it for me, and then he said he told me, yeah, no problem, we'll make sure you get it. Then all of a sudden he couldn't get it for me. So I contacted them twice the next day, and I got it on my application as soon as I was active on Uber. So I do. Let me see if I can show you guys, but yeah, I do have Uber Select available. Don't have my car, so I can't really use it.
I was gonna say, it was like right as soon as you rent out the car, then they go ahead and then they go ahead and clear you to start working again.
Right. So Uber Select, right, exactly. So the same week, I ended up getting Uber Select added onto my.
Haven't gotten any Select rides yet.
He doesn't have a car.
I ran the app, and I did run the app, and I ran it most of New Year's, and I was seeing some pretty good rides, but I did not get a Select ride. And in fact, I wasn't even getting Comfort Electric Like they just were not showing up.
Well, Comfort Electric is only even in your town. It's only certain areas of your town that will give you Comfort Electric, right, Ron?
Yeah,
Yeah, only certain areas.
Where I live, Sunrise Tamarack, I don't have Comfort Electric. But if I go 2 miles south and 1 mile east into Plantation, I got Comfort Electric.
So it's interesting here. Yeah, it's interesting here because it will show sometimes, and then sometimes it won't. Like I could be sitting here in my same apartment, and I will get a Comfort Electric ride, and then there's other times where it will never happen. In the LA area, I would imagine that's where it would happen most, and Select rides are more likely to come. But you can see Select in the Burbank airport. That's right. What is it? It's to the east of me, and then you should be able to see Select over at the airport. So I haven't had a chance to test it like at the actual airport, but you can see the list of cars that are available. They hide the black SUV. For whatever reason, I guess there was a bunch of people messing with the numbers and trying to force surge. So because of that, they don't show the black vehicles there anymore. But Select is in the list. Comfort Electric isn't for whatever reason. But in all that area, if you drive around outside the airport, Comfort Electric comes through. And even when you're sitting in the lot, you can get a Comfort Electric. So it's like, which one of the tiers is it popping out from? No idea. Because they won't standardize it and make it clear. There's times where I'll go on as a passenger and I can't see Comfort Electric as an option, but Select is available everywhere. So Comfort Electric is like, it's a benefit because the income is really good, but the actual availability and people being able to select it is very small.
So we'll end that one on this. They should probably standardize all ride types nationwide and just be done with it. Quit playing the games with you can do this here, but you can't do this here.
That's right. Give me Uber Lux. Give me Uber Lux.
When I had to go to Tampa last weekend, right? So in Tampa, I got all the ride types. But if I come 100 miles south, which is 100 miles west of me, there's no Premier. There's only X and XL. So it's kind of like, what are we talking about here, right? By the way, Eddie,
yes,
too much. DGB would like to know: is there anybody in the panel that actually grossed $150,000 last year? And you just so we got two drivers that grossed $150,000 last year driving. Brandon saying he did, and I know Eddie has because I've seen it. So there you go, my brother. I wanted to make sure you got your shout out. Yes, we listen.
Now, remember, the market was good though.
We got legends on this panel. We got guys on this panel that go out and get that money. We've all gone out and gotten that money. So, we're here for you, bro. All right.
I'm probably one of the only drivers that don't give a shit about tiers. I tell you, motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck if they got a Wakanda vibranium tier. I can give a shit less. How much money are you paying me? I had Lux rides paying worse than fucking Lyft rides.
Yeah.
I've had Lux rides. I don't give a fuck about no tier. What is this, Wakanda motherfucker? Vibranium? You think I give a fuck about a blue, a purple, a green? I'm talking about this fucking man.
Last night I was saying that a lot. Comfort wasn't paying. Yeah, Comfort was not paying anything.
Well, if you sit down, $1.15 a mile. I get a fucking Uber X ride paying me $4 a mile.
Right. I literally had an Uber X ride come in at $50 an hour. I was like, oh, is that a Select? And it wasn't. It was just an Uber X ride. $50 an hour.
They mentally fuck with these drivers. They make you think, oh, this is like a video game. If we put you on level 6 with fucking, Mario Kart,
100%.
and we put you on level 5 with Donkey Kong, no, these tiers don't matter. Look at the fucking money. People keep thinking, oh, if I get a Lux, I'm gonna get an amazing ride. So they leave Lux on. And I made that mistake many times. I would turn it on Lux and not turn it on Lyft. I'm missing all these good ass short ride offers. 2 miles for $11, 3 miles for fucking 14, all on Lyft, not even on Lux. But I'm missing all those good ass rides because I played the game. I played the tier game. Fuck the tier game. Play money game. Open all your motherfucking tiers up and be like, I'm here for the best money. Open everything. Because like I said, Motherfuckers will see the video I put out yesterday, plus the one I got coming out tomorrow, will show motherfuckers I'm doing a ride for $44 fucking on like the base tiers. I don't even get that shit on Lux sometimes. Lux will give me 24 miles for $32. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, well, it's Lux. I'm like, if I go 24 miles, I better get like $90 because I could do that shit on Lyft. I could do a bunch of short rides on Lyft and get $90. So why can't I do it on Lux? Don't worry about them tiers, man. Fucking with y'all heads, man. They playing with y'all.
By the way, Jenny Gangs, shout out to you, bro, because I hear you on this one. That last statement right there, and I've been looking to my guys in the garage to help me out with this. I have not been motivated to get out here and even attempt to drive, knowing that they just ain't shit out there. Now, Jeff, I got to give you credit in what you're saying, because the last time I just rented the Tesla, forget I only did 700, but I only worked 29 hours. They only worked me, total online time or total active time was only 15.3 hours, right? But those 15.3 hours that I was active paid me 47 and change an hour.
That's it.
On regular, and it was nothing but X.
Like
I think I had one Premier ride the whole time.
Open everything, open all, but they'll limit themselves. And I made that same mistake. I would limit myself only thinking, well, if I stay on the upper tier, I'll make upper money. No, you limiting yourself. Keep them low tiers open, because you're going to find that little 3 mile. Like I said, I just did a trip on my video, half mile, almost $9 on the base tier. Tiers ain't paying that.
I've done that.
Yeah, man. All your fucking tiers, because somebody is requesting a ride somewhere that's gonna look real fucking good to you. And if you have that tier closed, you gonna miss that opportunity. Open that shit. Because Lux was giving. I've been declining the shit out of Lux rides, and I show it on the apps. People's like, why don't you take that Lux ride? That was $22 for 17 miles. Fuck that, because I can go 6 miles and make $30 on basic. So like, the fuck I want that Lux ride for? I ain't stupid. Don't play the tier game. That's how they fuck with your head, man. Keep all that shit open.
I'm gonna be the different voice in the room and disagree with the person that said that they were in Austin and it was busy, but they didn't feel like driving. So what were you looking for exactly? I've been unmotivated too, but when I see it's busy, I'm now motivated to go and make the money. So it's one of those things. You have to kind of weigh it out, like what your time is worth. Yeah, see what Brandon's showing right now. Brandon's showing it. See, Brandon, you got to stay flexible, man. This is something now that
one of the things
everything Jeff's saying is awesome, but it sounds like it's really busy in his market, whereas in our market it's not busy. Even if you turn X, if I turn X on right now, I won't even get a request. So that's the thing. It's you have to weigh it out. When it's busy, you got to go get that money and not be like, well, I just want to go home and be comfortable now. No, if it's busy at 10 p.m., go do it. If it's busy in the afternoon, go do it. Just saying.
I'd be fucking
one at a time, guys. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Okay, somebody won.
I go to where it's not busy. I'm the opposite. When I see a whole fucking surge sitting somewhere, I know there's people in other areas that need a ride because ain't no drivers there. They're all flocking to that red dot. So I go opposite of the red dot. And that's where all the good little short bangers are. You be like, I just got to go to Circle K, $11 to Circle K and back. I just got to go to Walmart, $6 for 2 miles. Because all the drivers are where it's busy at. So who's dealing with all the people where it's not busy? Me. I'll take that shit. And they're like, Jeff, how do you always make like $200, $300 in like 5-6 hours? Because I don't drive where other cars are. I stay away from them.
You gotta account for saturation of the market too. Because I will say this, where Vinny's at and where Omar is near me and near the east of Broward County, you will think that we would get X on short trips. Like I should be able to get a trip, like you said, from down the street from a Publix to their house, picking up a worker. And now for me, I got my own strategy, and I made a video on my strategy to get these trips, and it's been working for me for the past 2 weeks. But nonetheless, this trying to turn on X is not really much rides down here in this market. It is a lot of people here. Mind you guys, remember, in Florida, people move down here, and not only did they move down here to work, they also got a second job, which would be Uber or Lyft or some type of transportation company. We got a lot of people in South Florida that are renting cars, or they're using their friend's car or sister's car or whatever, and they're driving. And I'm not trying to make that an excuse, because this is one thing Jeff is talking about, is strategize. Get away from where the busy spots are, which is true. That's why I talked about the train stations. I know people tell me, hey, relax, don't talk about it too much. But I made a video. I showed it on my live. I'm like, look, I'm at the train station at 6 to 7 o'clock because I did my strategy. There are other drivers there too. They're getting their food. I'm getting my food too. And I have to keep going to train stations. Like every time I go to the train station, I'm going to another train station to get that trip. So it's adding up every time. So yeah, there's no excuse to say, well, yeah, it's saturated, but it is a lot of drivers out here. I gotta say, I mean, everywhere you turn, there's an Uber light in somebody's window. I don't know how many. I play a little game with myself. I'm like, yo, how many Uber cars can I count right now in this traffic? 10. I'm just saying.
It's crazy when you're in your market and you see more Uber cars driving around than you see just people driving their own cars.
Right.
And that's what's going on here in LA.
That happens a lot down here, Steven. Yes.
I see Ubers and I see Lyfts constantly. If it's not a light, it's a sign. And I mean,
the other day, what's so scary was I don't know if you guys know about cars, but I saw a Lexus LS500, a 2021. Yeah. That is the Japanese long body Toyota, basically. But that's a rare car. Driving Lyft with the Lyft symbol. And because Lux was like going away or whatnot.
That qualifies for Lux on Uber over here.
What happened?
That qualifies for Lux on Uber over here. It's basically up there with the the Mercedes Benz and everything.
It's basically an S-Class, a 7 Series competitor. I even see a 7 Series the other day. I saw 3 7 Series black with the Uber symbol in it, and that was like throughout last week. I was perplexed. That's a over $70,000 vehicle.
Look at how many cars he's got.
I'll give you a better one. I'll give you a better one, Ron. I was dropping off at the casino, and I saw a red Ford F-150, or maybe even a 250, and dude was trying to pick people up. Had an Uber sticker on, in a pickup truck, yes, and was doing loops inside the casino, trying to get a ride. I'm looking at this mofo like, no. No. And I mean, I don't know how you could be profitable in a car like that in our market with the rides that we get. So I would just say this: my strategy last night worked to a T. No surge, no service, and can I get to you? If I couldn't,
100%.
So if the first one checked out, all night long. It was the second one that didn't check out. Nope, I can't get to you. Next one.
I was getting some pretty good rides popping up. Like I said, I didn't expect that Uber X and like I'm sorry, let me look for his name.
Now the tier does matter because I'll never drop down to X. I'll never drop down to X because it doesn't pay well down here. It may pay well in other markets, but it doesn't pay well down here. So tiers do matter for me.
That's fair. I'm just based off of my own experience in LA. I can't say for everybody, but having all my tiers open, just like Jeff said, it's like you're gonna come through. You're gonna get one of these X rides. At least in my experience, X ride that's paying at the $50 an hour rate.
All right. Well, Eddie's a good example. And I know, Eddie, we're not ignoring you, brother. Wake up. Wake your ass up with your steak and eggs ass over there. Did you see his carnivore diet video he put out today? Looking all cute.
Hey, carnivore's sweet. Carnivore. My mind got so clear on carnivore, bro.
Don't get me started.
Listen, Eddie opens up to all tiers on both platforms.
And you made fun of him for that.
Yeah, I still gonna make fun of him for it, but that's not the point. I ain't got to pay his bills. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to pay Eddie's bills. Eddie's got to pay Eddie's bills. Okay, so
you shouldn't have to pay his bills to make him buy that Cadillac to do accent, bro.
You're out here fucking mind. Wait a minute, you didn't get the caddy because of me. You didn't get the caddy because of me.
No. I got the caddy so I can still go, so I can do all the tiers and not suffer the consequences of those low trips.
Thank you. Talk on that, because that's what.
By the way, no, it's Vinny's fault. No, Eddie, don't be nice. Vinny forced you to get that XT6.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Eddie's being nice.
I like the thing.
Yeah, for real. Speak on that truth, okay? Yeah.
You see what I'm about to do to these dudes? You know what I'm about to do to these dudes, right? You see what I'm about to do to them?
Hey, relax, Vinny, relax.
I had a choice, and I needed to open my options.
Don't make me grab the other one sitting there.
Very,
that one would not be nice.
Very limited with the Tesla. Very limited. It's only a 5-seater. Can't do much with a 5-seater. Can't really do a big large deliveries. Can't do other apps in it. Can't deliver medical equipment if I wanted to. Can't do like a large Home Depot delivery. Can't do any of those. With the XT6, about the same price as the Tesla, but I got more room. The room is what I really needed, so I can still go out into other apps. Like right now, dude. If I didn't have the XT6 right now, I'd be screwed big time. I got that room, and if I gotta go to VHO and get one of those Home Depots, dude, I can fit a couch back there. I picked that baby up, put it right back in there, deliver it, make about $100, and that's it.
Hey, Eddie, listen.
With the door open?
Eddie, listen, Eddie, blink twice if you're in danger, because there's obviously someone sitting in front of you holding a gun to your head right now. Because you sound like an advertisement. He sounds like an advertisement, like he's reading this off of a piece of paper that Vinny sent to him.
Yeah. Just off that script real quick.
Jeff, how am I getting blamed for all this shit, Jeff? I need some backup here. Jeff, it was you, me, and Eddie started this damn thing. God damn it. Okay? It was you, me, and Eddie started this damn thing. Ron got me on YouTube. He twisted my arm and got me on YouTube. But y'all put me in this damn garage. I need somebody to back me up.
Got it. Mm-hmm. You ain't shooting nobody.
And
I got it.
Like a lot of us, I know we talk about the saturation of the market and everything like that. But as we, being professional drivers, who we are, I don't give a fuck about no weekend warriors. I really don't. I don't think they can outdrive me when it comes to customer service in the market that I know.
Yeah, true.
So I welcome them to try. They gonna fuck their car up. They gonna tear that shit up. They can't work on their car, so they gonna all profits they make are going right back into their car, and they're gonna realize RideShare is not for them. I'm a professional at this shit. I know what I'm doing, so I welcome them to come try RideShare. And those are gonna be the same motherfuckers whose car. You know how many people I pick up with broken down cars? Motherfuckers like, man, my car fucked up. I put down cars because this is the shit I do. How do I log 70,000 miles a year and my cars ain't never broke down? I bought my BMW with what, 36,000. I'm at 90,000 now, no problems. Bought the Jeep with 100,000. I'm at 256,000, no problems. Same time frame. You know how many motherfuckers with broken down cars that used to do delivery or RideShare or something else I'm picking up now? I welcome you to try this shit because this is what I do. We're not some weekend fucking. It's like going to the NBA and you scared to play against motherfuckers who play at the park on weekends. I guarantee LeBron will take all the motherfuckers out. You can play ball at the park all you want on the weekends. You're not fucking with LeBron. You might play basketball, but not at that level. You might do RideShare, but not at that level. We're at different levels.
I touched the rim one time.
Like I said,
where was you at? Toys R Us? Was you at Toys R Us in the baby department? Talking about touching the rim.
It was Christmas. It was Christmas. I was like right there, and I was like, Puerto Ricans can jump. And I touched it. I touched the rim.
Hell yeah. You know what you're doing in RideShare, and you scared of some motherfuckers doing W-2s that do this shit on weekends. You're not real for this shit because they not built for this. That's why they fucking they shit up. We're built for this. We do this shit professional, full time. This is what we do. So I welcome they ass because they're gonna have flat fucking tie rods, struts gone the fuck out. Every dime they make doing this shit part-time, it's gonna go back into their car. It's a zero-sum game for those motherfuckers because they don't know what they doing. They gonna fuck around and realize they don't know what they doing 8 months down the road when now they taking out loans to fix a fucking car they use for RideShare that they should have never did. This is what we do. I ain't scared of them motherfuckers. Come on, do RideShare with me because I'm gonna be doing little short trips here and there. They not knowing what to do, driving motherfuckers from city to city, doing 30-mile fucking rides, 40-mile rides, 60-mile rides, tearing they shit up. And the whole time, I'm just kicking back, taking the motherfucker around the corner to the store. And as soon as they shit get fucked up, man, I'm glad you picked me up. My car, I just blew the engine. My car just overheated. Thermostat went out. Timing belt fucking jumped. Guess what? Your ass probably shouldn't have been doing RideShare. You got a W-2. That's what you do. This is not what you do. We're different. Man. We're different. How you on RideShare drivers? A lot of people don't. Was that
all right? So real quick, let me get some housekeeping out the way. Jeff, let's see that shirt. Upper left-hand corner, I got Jeff's QR code, man. If y'all want to get some of these custom, professional shirts done, custom by Jeff himself, scan that code up in the left-hand corner. These codes will rotate out. Okay. Next, I gotta let y'all know about Kiera's ebook, man. If y'all know somebody who's doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, if they really want to make money, there are enough testimonials on this book already. If y'all want to level up and make money, and it don't matter what car you drive, you could drive a bicycle. It ain't gonna matter. You do what Key says. I'm telling you, gonna make some money. You trying to make over 100,000 a year? Yes, this is a commercial, unpaid. It's not sponsored. This is not a sponsored clip video. $100,000 a year. Scan that code right there. You'll be good to go.
Give Tony. Yes, I do. Go look at videos on my channel. I do swear this much with motherfuckers in my car. I keep it 100. I ain't no.
And that's why I think he get the tips. He get a lot of tips from that. His tip is on.
Well, if you keep it real,
my car people and 50s on the way out after I cuss they motherfucking ass out because we keep it real. We don't gotta be fake for no motherfucker.
A slice.
If you don't want to go look at my videos, you will hear me talking motherfuckers in my car just like this. And when they get out, they tip me. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Hook me up. Hey, get on my IG, dog. I love riding with you, man. Get on my IG. After I just cuss these motherfuckers out. Yes, I do this. I am professional at this. When you a fake, phony motherfucker, they peep that shit out. When you real and they can tell you real, they want to fuck with you. And that's just me. It's a lot of fake ass motherfuckers out there.
Jeff is on fire tonight. Jeff is on fire tonight.
Don't make you no professional driver. You a phony motherfucker trying to get money. I keep it like this all day.
Jeff, okay, bro.
You were just asking a question, Jeff.
Hey, yo, Jeff, do me a favor.
On my channel, my lives get like this. This is how my lives go.
Jeff, I have been there, brother. Listen, I text me privately your address over there. I'm gonna send you a drink right now. We're gonna get you calmed down a little bit. I need to send you a nice shot of Hennessy or something over there, bro.
My lives is like a roller coaster going down. It never stops.
All right, so let me get this last one out. All right, so in the upper left-hand corner, if you're a fan of the Gig Wars official, there you can scan that code up there. You can get into their merch if you're looking for a shirt, hat, things like that. And then the big one at the bottom, well, that's the RideShare garages. We got shirts in there for everybody. And the ones that's coming right now is the Cray Cray. The Cray Cray collection is coming. We got a shirt for Brandon in there. We got a shirt for Jeff in there. We got a shirt for Steve in there. We got a shirt for Eddie in there. We're working on Ron's, and I don't know if I'm going to give Omar a shirt yet because we don't want to get into kid sizes around here. You know, Omar, he shops in the kids section.
Kiki.
Mine is simple. Mine is going to say no service, no service. It's simple.
Well, there you go. There you go, Key. There you go. Oh, what? Craig just heard that. Craig just heard that. She didn't hear. I thought Eddie, didn't we talk about the Cray Cray collection yesterday or the day before yesterday? Didn't we talk about the Cray Cray collection?
That we had something for Cray Cray, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna have her own collection in the RideShare garage. Cause she's, you know what? Let me tell you something. Not only does she hustle, man, she took Kiera's book to heart. You know what? I'll pull her on the show if she wants to come on. She will tell y'all herself, man. She is banking now. She is banking. She's working smarter, not harder. Like, I ain't trying to sell you nothing. I'm just telling you these are the facts.
Yeah, she heard that quick too. It was within people talking. She heard it right through the audio.
Yeah. Anyway, let's keep it going. Vinny done split the beans, man. I said that yesterday. I'm like Jeff. I'm gonna keep it 100. Can I say that, Jeff? Nope. Can a white guy say that, Jeff? Can I say that? God damn it! Golly gee whiz! I keep it 100%, buddy.
You gotta say, I keep that shit 99 plus one, motherfucker. What?
99 plus one. That's a shirt. You know, can I get that shirt? Can I get a 99 plus one and put Ron on the bottom?
It's funny. It's funny, Jeff. It's funny, Jeff. You keep it at that 9%. I keep it 9% real, Jeff. 9%. 9%.
Hey, Kiki, my shirt. Kiki, my shirt could say, "Is my mic working?" or you could do like where my video was messing up.
Man, we don't do solicitation around here, bro. What the hell wrong with you, man? We got you. We know what we're gonna get for you. We're gonna get you a shirt. We're gonna get you a shirt bent over with Hertz coming up from behind you on your ass. That's what we're gonna do for you, bro.
Hey man, hey man, hey. Stop! Why you hating on the player, man?
You mean you're gonna get him a shirt that says where's Key?
Yeah, actually, matter of fact, that's good. I'm always looking for her.
All right, so let's get back to some of this RideShare stuff. I know Cray-Cray's like, what the hell just happened? I just got hit with a bomb. Anyway, what else is going? Brandon, how was your 4th of July, bro? We didn't hear how your 4th of July was.
He's gotta chew. Let him chew.
Your mic, bro.
He's got a big pepperoni dip in his mouth.
We can't do that. He's like about to choke on himself over there,
no,
bro.
Save him though. What if he choked?
No, I need him to swallow.
He's got a big sausage.
Whoa! Pause.
Swallow.
Pause.
He just said the hell with us, bro. Oh man. Eddie, how was your day yesterday? How was your day yesterday, Eddie? We'll come back to Brandon when he gets done eating.
500.
Oh, that shit freaking sucked so bad.
Brandon, you did like 500 yesterday? Who are we talking about? Who's talking now?
No, Eddie was talking. Let Eddie talk.
All right. Yesterday was a really, really sucky day. Morning, I got 2 rides for the airport. They were about $45 each one of them, so I made about about 80, but with the tips and stuff because it was a holiday, it came to be like 100 and something. Anyway, but
read the comment. Read the comment out loud, Eddie. Read the comment for us, buddy.
Oh.
Read the comment out loud, Eddie.
This is the RideShare Garage. We talk about RideShare, guys.
This is PG-13. Yeah, okay.
Ron, you ain't ever had nobody give you a ride and then spit when you're done with the ride?
What the fudge, man? Wow. What is going
on
today?
Time to put the kids to sleep. Time to put the kids to sleep.
Can you put the kids out the room? This is becoming from PG to PG-13 down to some other numbers.
Oh, listen.
Oh, no, it's past PG-13 already.
Did y'all not hear the Supreme Court? Or with the judge in I forget what the hell state, Illinois, Missouri. You hear what the Missouri judge said yesterday? The ruling he handed down?
No. Yeah.
That the federal government was no longer allowed to send.
Yeah.
You guys want to know why on YouTube it's allowed now to talk about the rigged elections? Because no longer can the federal government interfere with big tech. They are not allowed to go to big tech and tell big tech you need to censor this, and this. That's why Google 2 weeks ago, they knew this ruling was coming down. And that's why all these political channels can now talk about the rigged election of 2020 and not get censored or put off or demonetized or none of that. Just real quick, just wanted to put that out there.
The truth is coming out the pipe about the whole shit with the FBI being used to conceal what was in that laptop, all these contracts of proof that was in this laptop from other fucking governments and shit around the world. All of this shit was hid for a reason. That's why they didn't want the truth about the laptop to come out, because that would have showed the American people you were dealing with a fucking crime family. That's what it would have showed.
Can Eddie finish his story, please?
Yeah, he can if he can get it out his mouth without spitting. Go ahead, Eddie.
I thought it was Brendan was the one. Okay. But no, it was sucky 2 rides in the morning. And the rest of the day, it just died. It came to a point where I would sit there for about an hour before I got some cheesy ass ride. So I cut the day short, came out. I was checking my app, but I was getting freaking no signal. I was even having a hard time texting Vinny of what was going on. But the app was dead. It didn't show any surge or anything like that before the event started. But shortly after the event started, when I turned the app on, still was not getting no signal. Dropped my daughter off, and then boom, I turned that baby on. It was surging all over the place. I took a couple of rides, so I made about $180 that day. But it was not busy for me. I had to stop driving. It truly sucked. Truly.
Who the hell's got the buzzsaw going in the background?
My bad. They're working on something outside.
Oh no, then you're fine. You're fine. I was just hoping it wasn't Ron over there with his vibrator. It's okay. We're good. We're good.
Hey, hold on, man. Hey, I'm not gonna let you run over me on this dang line. Hey, guys. Hey, don't. Vinny's hating on the player. All right. I can see why. I see something going on. You know, I'm over here having a good time with the queen. Maybe that's a little confusion.
Hey, we don't need to know what you're doing with that rubber doll from the place over there next to Scarlett's.
Listen, I'm broke. Hey, I'm broke, man. I ain't got time to go get no rubber doll, man.
It's okay.
Soul Seekers.
Just make sure you clean it before you give it back, okay?
That's it.
Hey, if you have a blindfold on, does it matter?
Okay.
Why? Look what you did, Vinny.
I didn't do this mess. I ain't the one that said he never took Brandon for a spitter. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay, the 4th was good. I made $250, which used to be my minimum a month ago before the slowdown after Memorial Day. Been doing this for 5 years. 5 years, fellas. I made $300 a day. I called it quits. Wow. You know what? I wonder how many drivers, what do y'all think? How many drivers are actually out here just saying the hell with it? Just absolutely washing their hands and walking away.
We know this.
Depending on the market, I see a lot.
We know this. It's everywhere. We know this. Not everybody figures it out.
Because
we know this.
If you ain't making enough profit to take care of your vehicle and your house and all your bills, this RideShare is not for you. And these vehicles cost a lot of money to maintain. So if you barely making any fucking money, you ain't maintaining your vehicle, your shit's gonna break down and put you in a worse position than you just not driving at all. So a lot of motherfuckers are still paying cars with cobwebs to the ground because they can't move the motherfucker. It's broken down. They can't afford to fix it.
So
because RideShare is not paying.
To Jeff's point, they're working. Some people are working harder, not smarter. So.
Well, I had asked here. I asked the panel here about 3 months ago. I think I started bringing it up. Yeah. Well, I called mid-July, mid-August. A lot of these people that went out and got these Suburbans, these Escalades, they're gonna start losing them. The repo man's gonna start coming through.
I see a lot of them are selling them. I see a lot of them. They're selling them on Facebook Marketplace. I was on there yesterday, just being nosy because Vinny talked about it. We had a conversation. So yesterday I was driving back from Key West, and I looked on it, and you see Suburbans. I mean, a lot. And you can tell it's Uber because they got high mileage, 130,000, 170,000. One had 200,000, and they're trying to sell it for high price. Like one guy was selling his black Suburban 2021, 180,000 miles on it. He's trying to sell it for $48,000 because it was the high country trim. I mean, I don't know who's gonna buy that for 48,000.
That's because he owes 48 on it.
The repo man's coming for that sucker.
That's because he owes 48 on it, bro. He ain't trying to sell it for that.
Well, you know what? That's the issue that hey, Steven, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but that's the issue that a lot of drivers are in, is that they bought the cars at the height of the shortage because they thought, man, I'm going to be able to make this money. I'll be able to make this money. But nobody saw far enough out. Nobody really, dude, the economy hasn't crashed yet. And people are already panicked. They're already hurt.
Let me show you a perfect example of that. So I'm about to show you a private WeChat group that's only for Escalade and Navigators. And the normal rate to go from downtown to O'Hare for us is 100 to 120. This clown posted an offer to go from downtown to O'Hare for $60. And within 10 seconds, 3 people said yes. Now these are people with 2022, 2023 Escalades and Navigators taking a 40% discount on a ride. Like, I'm seeing stuff like this on a weekly basis. This is why I decided that I need to step down while I can before I get dug into a hole even more than
y'all think I'm joking, man, when I say the pivot is down, not up. I'm telling you, Jeff is living proof of the pivot.
Most of my rides,
pivot.
Dude,
most of my rides are Uber Black. Like 70% Uber Black, 30% Black SUV. So
right, but it's like I keep saying, Jeff is the pivot. Jeff is showing y'all the playbook on the pivot if you're gonna stay in this game. You got to put your I'll be the first one to say. You got.
I did 100% Lux, 100%.
You got to put your ego to
I went
the
from
side.
100% luck
Ego
to
and
1%
vanity.
luck.
You got to put your ego to the side and get the hell up out of there. That's all I'm saying. The pivot is down. It's not up. We kept saying, people ask me, well, how do you do in your truck? Listen, I've had some banger ass weeks, you know, $2,000 weeks, $2,200 weeks, $1,500 weeks, $1,200 weekends. I've done it. We've all done it. But I mean, I hate to sound like a preacher, but it's the truth. These apps will switch up on you quicker than a woman leaving you for a millionaire. And that's saying something.
Right, a good
Mr. Gambit saying it.
Right now,
the repo deals.
Because a lot of people getting their shit repossessed. You could be a spotter and make a ton of fucking money. Instead of you picking up people, go find cars that need to be repoed and you get a cut of that shit. Go find out. Just drive through a parking lot. Go talk to a repo person. Say, how can I be a spotter for y'all? Like, we give you a list. You tell us if you can find these fucking cars. That way, at least you can make fucking money. You know all these motherfuckers is gonna be getting their shit repo. Be a spotter. You out there any fucking ways. You doing food delivery? Do food delivery in that area. And as you delivering, be a spotter. You making money on money. I delivered a hamburger and spotted the fucking repo. Make money on money. It's the way to do it.
Listen, without a doubt, and a lot of us are going to have to learn that lesson the hard way. But I'm saying, if you're not subscribed to Jeff's channel, you need to check it out. Actually, I'd like you to subscribe to everybody's channel here, even the pressure washer cleaner. He's got some really good content on there, you know. But I'm just saying, the pivot is down; it's not up. And then
bring
when
my
you
pressure washer inside.
And when you make that pivot, you better be in what the most fuel efficient, maintenance wise, across the board, whatever car you think that is, whether it's a Beamer, whether it's a Prius, whether it's a Model 3 Tesla, whatever it is, we can all go back and forth. What's good, what's not, what's good, what's that don't look, all that's bullshit. Okay. What's important is that your numbers make sense at the end of the week and you can make your numbers. That's the bottom line. 7 years I've been doing this part-time. I ain't never got a raise. The only time I ever made more money driving is when I leveled up in platforms. That's it.
Congrats, Vinny.
They ain't giving out raises. They ain't giving out raises, bro. Yeah, but the only reason, but Steven, if you've been around me long enough, you know the only reason I leveled up to the SUV is because of my driving business I had going at that time. Or I'd have never done it. Ron will tell you that. I would have never done it.
Yeah, so I remember you were looking for which one to get. Was it QX or was it the Cadillac? But you had got the Cadillac because the thing was with the Cadillac, people love the Cadillac. That basically
absolutely
regardless of what year you have. You can have a 2015 Cadillac Escalade. People would rather get in that car than a 2023 Suburban.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
y'all don't realize, if you've never driven, Eddie, you can speak to this. If you've never ridden in one of these XT6s, you really don't know. That is the best private car to drive. It really is. Ron, you've been in it. You know, Ron's driven them. Ron has driven them. Let me tell you.
Our company had them. We had them.
You can't beat two vehicles you can't beat in this game if you're going to be willing to drive all platforms.
Please don't say the Q60.
The QX60. Because of their warranty.
Eddie just don't like the QX60.
It doesn't matter whether you like it or not.
QX60 from black.
Yeah, they moved it in our market too.
Here, so it don't bother us anyway. But what I'm saying is you can't beat that that unlimited warranty that comes on those QX60s. Jeff, I don't know if you know about that warranty on that QX, bro. If you buy a used, you buy a used, I think it's like 12,000 or 15,000 miles. If it's a certified QX60 from an Infiniti dealer, you can purchase an unlimited bumper-to-bumper warranty. Unlimited mileage. You run that bitch to 1 million miles, and they will replace. We know somebody who had their entire engine and transmission replaced in their QX60. Didn't cost them a dime.
No, it cost them the deductible.
Well, okay, so whatever his deductible was, $500, $1,000. But we're talking about a $13,000 replacement here.
No, I have zero deductible. Zero. And because I bought the truck, and because my truck is so new, I was actually surprised how low the warranty was. I was expecting a much higher number, like double what I paid.
Yeah,
but outside of that,
put it in the river.
But outside of that, But outside of that, the XT6, it's perfect, man. It's just a perfect truck. Anyway, getting back to what we was talking about.
Then he had to,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So I will say though, I mean, while it's a nice truck, and I know Steven likes his Tesla. We wouldn't. It would be really sad if we woke up one day and then the cars ended up in Mexico. I mean, things happen.
What can I do?
Okay.
Hold on. I can't watch it 24/7.
Oh, come on.
No, I gotta get them two off the platform. They're gonna get us arrested, bro. They're gonna be at my door.
By the way, did you guys see? Did you guys?
If anyone wants to go to Mexico, here
I know Vinny.
See, now he needs to
this
go
up on my last channel.
He's got to go to. Go ahead, Eddie. I'm listening.
No, I was just gonna talk about. Have you guys seen that there's actually a new DeLorean coming out?
Yeah, I've seen that last year. The electric one, EV.
Yeah, a DeLorean. I actually can't believe they're actually bringing that back.
And what is it? It's a 4-seater.
Whoa, hold on. That's not the one I wanted. That was the wrong comment. Sorry about that. I keep those comments that kind of get a little stressful out there, a little bit of Fight Club in them.
Oh, wait a minute. He said David Richards what? Oh, I wanted to see it.
No, bro, we're not trying to do that, man. God damn it. You know what? Your ass is out too for a minute.
That's my live. Hey, my live is going to be tomorrow. My channel, we getting down. Y'all motherfuckers know me. On my live, this is how we do.
Jeff, can I come? What time is your live tomorrow? I want to be there for it. I want to be there for your live tomorrow.
I got to wake up. I sleep all day and I just wake up.
It'd be about 5 o'clock tomorrow night.
So wait a minute, wait. Jeff just gets up and does a live, and then like 300 people just show up, no matter what time it is.
Bro, it don't matter with Jeff. I just want to be there. I want to make sure I'm there.
Jeff don't care, dog. He's like, yo, you coming or what?
Just wake up.
Oh my God. So how
no set schedule?
If your remember what I said last week? If your 4th of July was weak, if it was a weak 4th of July, that's telling you what the rest of your summer is going to be like.
Yeah.
Do y'all believe that to be true? Y'all got a different.
Well, I mean, the 4th of July landed on a Tuesday, so I don't know. Does that matter?
What's that?
4th of July landed on a Tuesday, which is mostly.
Well, I don't know how the weekend went. I don't know how the weekend went because I was in Tampa, and I was supposed to go try to get a hold of Thomas Lyle out there, but I was just too damn tired. By the time everything was over, man, I went to my daughter's house. I fell asleep right there watching I don't even know the name of the movie.
So let me ask the panel, what happened on the weekend? How'd you guys do on the weekend for those who drove?
It was a slow weekend here, Ron.
All right, so then because I didn't drive on the weekend like that. Because I went to my friend's house for barbecue for July 4th. So then, I mean, if the weekend was slow and then Tuesday was slow, damn, the rest of the summer, it's going to be a hot, slow summer.
We've been saying that, Ron. Come on, we've been saying that down here, man. You know how it is down here, bro. It's bad.
It's real shit. I told motherfuckers last fall, I made videos when the motherfuckers was talking about striking. I said, get out and get your fucking money because rainy day is coming. Summer is rainy day. That's why I said that shit last fall. Get out and strike now. I told motherfuckers in my video, I can kick back for a month and not fucking have to worry about bills because I busted my ass when the rest of these motherfuckers was striking. Get out, get this money when you can. We got one more month of this shit to go. One more month of slow shit. 2024, if I ever hear a motherfucker strike again, do not complain when shit's slow. Don't even say shit. Get out of my face with that shit. Because I'm telling you, when it's the money, or they be like, oh man, when it's a lot of people out and everybody needs ride, we should all go on strike. And then when it's slow, I ain't got no money. You dumb motherfucker. It's common sense when it's getting money. Exactly. When it's slow, you can kick back. You can relax. It's kind of. So I tell everybody all the time, do not worry about these motherfuckers that's sitting around all day saying, don't, when it's a lot of people. No, work. We got one more month of summer to go. One more month. Stress this shit out. You can make it. You got to squeeze this shit out. If you got to work 8 hours, 10 hours, squeeze it out.
For me, it's a slow season. That's it. Here is a slow season right now. School's out. Once schools opens back up, man. And I'm telling you, it's gonna pick back up. Whether it's gonna be good or not, depending on the 4th of July, I don't know. but it's gonna pick back up. So if you're in the Austin market,
just
just hold on
maintaining
for a little bit.
If I can hold out,
Just
and
make
get
sure
that,
if the market picks back up and you start making money, you better put you good use for the money.
You better squirrel it away, do
That's
something with it, get it into something, and get some residual income coming.
Right.
Don't listen to
I
these
mean, that's what
channels, man. It's too many people in your fucking wallet telling you not to make money. Motherfuckers is in your wallet. You know what's in your wallet. Get out there and get this fucking money when it's time to get it. So when it's slow, you can hold yourself. A lot of YouTube channels is on some dumb shit. They on grip the shit. They on shit trying to knock you off your grind. Stay on your shit. Because the day will come when you will have a fucking flat, a busted tie rod, a motherfucking transmission need to be. That day will come. You better have that money. Don't rest for nobody. When I'm out in these motherfucking streets till 4 or 5 in the morning, do you think I need to be? I don't need to be, but I want to be because I know shit's coming down the pipe. I got money in the bank, but to me, you don't have it. Act like you don't have it. Act like you need every motherfucking penny coming to you. And that's how you get more money. That's how you stack more money. When you act, you tend to make more money. When you act like you're doing too fucking good, you sitting on your ass, you're not making no money. You're doing too well. So exactly, bro. Get out. You gotta get out. You gotta make money. Damn. Even when people be sitting there talking about, oh man, I did good last week. I'm taking some days off. Go out and make $80. Even if you did good last week, just go make $80. You ain't got to make 300. Go make 80. Go make 90. You ain't got to make 800 a day. Go make 70. Make something. Make today fucking count because that 70 is going to come in handy because you do that shit 10 fucking times. That $70 times 10 just fix your transmission when you need a little repair 8 months down the fucking road.
Tell them again.
Don't let these people in knock you off your grind, man. Because there's too many YouTubers trying to sell content. I'm selling common sense.
You know what? I'm glad you just brought that up. I'm glad you just brought that up.
Can I pick
it? You just brought that up, Jeff.
Can I? Well, you know what? No, Vinny, go ahead, Vinny. If you're gonna piggyback, I want to piggyback what Jeff said because I said this on the live I did the other day last week. Basically, what Jeff is talking about with people going ahead with the negativity and not going out and trying to make this money because they're unmotivated. Because see, I made a video about going to the train station, and one of the comments I got, which I respect the guy, but his thing was go to the airport, turn off all the apps so the surge can happen. But see, the thing is, I mean, we can think of that as a reality. I just don't know if that's going to work. In my opinion, I don't think it is. But for me, I'm like, hey, go to the station, get away from everybody else, and go get yourself a fare. Go make some money. Because what happened is that what I noticed is when I go talk about the drama of Lyft and Uber, I get views on a YouTube channel. But when I talk about making some money, it's like my views are lower. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so piggyback of Jeff, you know, that's a big point.
You gotta. That's why I ain't just make this shit up. When motherfuckers say it's lonely at the top, when success is lonely at the top, they say that shit for a reason. I didn't make that shit up. That's because not a lot of people want to be successful. People want to complain and be miserable. Low vibration motherfuckers will pull you down. High vibration people gonna pull you the fuck up. They're gonna try to make you be the best you can be at whatever it is you fucking do. These low vibration motherfuckers, misery wants company. Misery want to hang at the fucking bottom. They want to pull you the fuck down. Now you see everybody that's talking about good shit, getting money, how we do this. What do? They leave. They leave the fucking room. Because it's lonely at the top, dog. It's only gonna be so many people successful at what we do. Because people want to complain. They don't want success. When you see your best videos with the lowest views, be happy.
Yes, sir.
Be happy.
Yes, sir.
When you see your worst videos with the highest views, fuck all them people. Fuck them all.
It's like a very, very, very lonely road when you're looking for it.
Yeah. Success,
and
man,
people
hard,
and expect people to come down on you. Expect people to come down on you.
Eddie, did you create your own name as an LLC?
Well, hold on. Before we get into that, I wanted to bring this up before we get into all that. Jeff was just talking about bullshit channels. And this guy right here is a bullshit channel. This is the difference. This is the RideShare hub. Dylan, the biggest bullshit artist you ever gonna see in the game. Right? This is what he ain't putting out videos for rideshare drivers. He's putting out videos for the masses because that's where he's making his money. God bless him. He knows how to make his money. But don't watch this bullshit because it's all staged. Everything about this dude has been fake from the word go. So I wanted to tell you guys, make sure the channels, you ain't got to watch my channel. You ain't got to watch Jeff's channel. You ain't got to watch. Maybe you like the way Steven and Ron do their content. But at least get with channels that's going to try to help you make money, bro. Don't get with these bullshit ass channels. I just wanted to put that out there.
When I happened to see him dealing at the first, a lot of the comments that when he first stopped in the videos were not necessarily drivers. I saw a lot of people that was taking his videos as entertainment. So it was like people that didn't even do Uber or Lyft that was watching his content. And that's why, you really shouldn't watch it to learn from it. There were some things he said that people took to their advantage. And he may have said some things in the past that may have worked, but for the most part, he's a content creator who has affiliate links that's trying to sell products to you. And most of the comments that I see are people that don't do Uber or Lyft. And hey, that's you. That's him.
Well, but he never did Uber or Lyft anyway. All he was doing when he first got started,
he got a lot of referrals.
Right. Well, he was copying content too from other people. Yeah. So he wasn't helping anybody. And the whole point to it is not to bag on him. God bless him. Because there's another dude out there. It's another dude out there that does a lot of driving with, okay, that people send him all the videos and all they talk about is a bunch of negative shit. It ain't helping you make no money. But every time
make money though,
idiot. Yeah, the motherfucker's making, bro, he's making $1 million a year according to Superly. $1 million a year off of your back. He's making more money than Uber and Lyft is off your ass. Make sure you get what I tell them.
Crackheads buy crack. Crack dealers become rich off that shit. That don't mean crack is good.
Hey,
just like shit video. Just because a lot of motherfuckers sell shit videos don't mean it's good.
That's right.
So all the people that spend all their time watching that shit, you're a bunch of fucking crackheads. You should be like getting your money. Look at channels where you can get your money if that's what you want to do with your life. But if you don't want to get money and you sitting around fucking time, that's on you because you had a choice and you chose energy that was pulling your ass down instead of energy that was pulling your ass up. Yep. That was on you. So when you broke, don't blame no fucking oh man, Uber, fucking Lyft, fucking Uber Eats. No, motherfucker, that's you. You chose that shit.
You are responsible for your own success.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You are responsible for your own success.
You know, I have actually reached out to some people from my YouTube. I actually reached out to some of them. It's like, hey, if you got something, go, okay, let's get together. Let's work on something.
Well, I tell you, I had to say to my wife the other night, bro, when we came back, and I think I said something. I think I might have said something to, it was either Eddie or Ron. Bro, to see where my kids are now, to see the success that all 4 of my kids are having, raising their families, how they're living, where they're living, what they're living in. Bro, if the goal is to have your kids surpass you, my kids are there, bro.
Right there.
So we've done our job as parents with those kids. It's the same thing now. I'm where I am because of choices or decisions that I made or red flags that I ignored. I ain't saying I'm in a bad place. I'm just saying, you are a result of the choices that you make. Watching them bullshit ass channels gonna get your ass fucked up because you're gonna think that other channel I'm referring to, right? You start watching that channel, you're gonna think every passenger you get in your car trying to rip your neck off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, I see it in the Facebook groups. People bring up stories about how the customer said something, and I'm like, the customer said that, and you got that upset to kick him out the car? I mean,
people running around with that negative energy, bro.
Dude, what you doing?
Exactly.
They're running around with that negative energy. So, that's all I'm saying. I'm getting off the soapbox. Y'all can talk a little bit. I'm gonna get off the soapbox here.
Motherfucker last night jumped in my car. The motherfucker last night jumped in my car with a goddamn stolen traffic cone. Still gave me a $25 cash tip. I don't give a fuck about no traffic cone. Where are you going? Average motherfucker be like, dude, you can get in your car with that traffic cone, man. Fuck that traffic cone. Where are we going? Because I got to get out of here. If you stole that fucking traffic cone, then we need to go. And we got to get out of here.
You know what, Joe? Really? You sure do get some strange things in your car and left in your car. You're the only guy I
That's
know.
what happens when you drive till 4 in the morning. A bunch of drunk motherfuckers still in traffic cones and weird shit.
I still remember the time
like,
you pulled up at the. I still remember the time
I'm just here to drive.
when you pulled up at the police station to clean your car out, and then when you opened up the door, and you remember what you found in the back seat?
Yes, all that fucking weed. And I'm sitting there cleaning out the seat. Never thought to look up at the building I was sitting in front of. I'm sitting in front of a fucking police station. I was like, all buildings. This is where I fucking pull up.
Yeah, you got to tell him that story, bro. Tell him that story. There, a lot of people here probably don't know that story real quick.
Oh man, because I picked up some people like just right in Mesa, and I took them on the reservation. I don't go on the reservation that often. We got a lot of Indian reservations, so I'm cruising through the reservation, dark ass roads and shit. Get all the way to their house, drop their ass off, and I'm like, damn. After I dropped them off, it was a girl and a guy. I'm like, something smells strong as a motherfucker in my car. I click my light on, look back, it's weed all in my fucking seat. So I'm like, motherfucker. I see a nice lit up parking lot. I'm like, well, I'm gonna stop over here and clean this shit out. So I'll pull into the fucking parking lot, turn the corner, shit, get out, pop the doors open. I get in the trunk. I'm starting to wipe shit out, looking at. I look up. That's just like Navajo Nation Police Department.
Wow.
Like, out of all fucking places, this is where I pull over.
Oh, dude, bro, only you, bro. Only you,
like,
bro.
Man,
only you, bro. Only you.
Luck, man. That should be my luck.
Only you, bro. That's all I can say is only you. Only you would pull up at the fucking cop station with a backseat full of marijuana. Only you. But you know,
hey,
again, it's like everybody says, bro. We're trying to help everybody make money, man. That's all. Work smarter, not harder. You can't control what the apps do. Man, all you can do is control how you react.
Yep. And that's why I tell people, high vibration people are always going to pull you up to their level because they vibrate at a higher frequency. Low vibration people operate at a lower frequency. They're going to bring you negative shit, problems with everything you fucking say. Any solution you have, they got a problem for that shit already. Oh, be like, oh, well, on my comments today, a motherfucker was, oh man, RideShare is a fucking joke. This shit's a joke, blah, 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 blah. I said, motherfucker, how much cash is you sitting on? What's your credit score looking like? Because I bet you got a traditional job. I guarantee you, I bet you have a repo on your credit while you got a traditional job. I bet you've been evicted while you've had a traditional job. I bet you had a shit credit score while you had a traditional job. So it's not RideShare that's the problem. It's motherfuckers don't know how to budget money. If you do RideShare and you can budget money, this works out for you. Because you can do a W-2 and have a fucked up life. You could be getting payday loans every fucking week with a W-2. You could be out there with a repo, fucking 380 credit score, needing 4 fucking cosigners to get a pack of fucking gum. Don't tell me a W-2 is a solution to your problem.
Nope.
Because it's not.
Nope. Hey, this is the comment of the night. Here's the comment of the night. Here's the comment of the night. More people need to understand this too, bro. I don't even talk to the passengers unless they talk to me. All I say is hello or bye. If they are a Republican, I am a Republican. If they are a Democrat, I am a Democrat. I don't care. Tip me, motherfucker, on the way out the door. That is the comment of the night. And you know what? I'm gonna go back.
I thought that was Fight Club. I thought that was like Fight Club type of thing.
No, this ain't fucking Fight Club. I just pinned that comment to the top of the chat too. That is the comment of the night. Key, if you're still here, Key. If the executive producer is still here, we need to put that on a shirt.
Mr. Gambit, man, that's what it is, man. A lot of people think a W-2 is a solution to their problems when these motherfuckers had W-2s their whole life and had nothing but fucking problems. RideShare is not the problem. It's the fucking person. Because I can do RideShare, stack money, have a fucking 750 credit score, sit in a nice fucking house, eat goddamn donuts when I feel like it, and be okay with RideShare. I'm okay with RideShare.
That's not fair that you can eat donuts and not gain weight. That's not fair, man.
Yeah, they got
bro, you know
and they're gonna tell me RideShare is the
hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. Ron's cranking up. Ron is cranking on your donuts, bro. But Ron apparently didn't see you got 118-degree temperature out there to sweat all that shit out your ass when you eat the donuts.
Exactly. Shit. Donuts out here, the moment you eat that motherfucker, you actually
don't sweat.
Shit,
so your sweat, when you have a little bit on your nose, whether it comes down the lip, you got a little bit of Krispy Kreme coming out the face, little sweat coming out on the side.
Hey, motherfuckers. Motherfuckers see chocolate on their shirt, that's sweat dripping. Ooh. That ain't chocolate, that's sweat dripping. All them goddamn donuts.
Your arm a little sweet.
No, I'm telling you, when I do my live tomorrow, we'll get deeper into the whole bunch of bullshit, especially about W-2 versus RideShare. I love W-2 because if not for W-2 motherfuckers trying to get to their W-2, we wouldn't have fares. I love W-2. W-2 keeps the economy fucking moving. Everybody can't be RideShare. Look, so I love W-2. I will never say a problem with W-2 workers. I used to be a W-2 for most of my fucking life.
I will
but
even
why do some W-2 want to talk about RideShare? I don't get that part.
I will
That's
even
the
do
part
this
I don't
job.
get.
I will even do this job. Okay. See, that's not me. That's me. That's me. I'm the little guy.
Yeah.
I'm the little guy right there. See that? I'm working. Leave me alone. I'm working. Leave me alone. I'm working.
We need. They want a nighttime weather report, y'all. They want a nighttime weather report. I don't have any. All right.
He's right here. Wait, you gotta play it.
Vinny,
I gotta play it, bro.
Vinny, I sent you one.
Do a live weather report.
Hold on. I gotta make sure I get the right one. I don't know if I got the right one. Hold on. Damn it. I think it's this one, Jeff.
Breaking news.
Today's weather is brought to you because we know it's always hot as a motherfucker. And if you do RideShare, I know you had your ass. And them motherfuckers never tip you. And that's why it's always hot as a motherfucker right now. And that's your weather report with Eddie and Vinny in the morning.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
I had to bring that one up. That's the one, bro. That's the one. That shit is so off the chain. That shit is so off the chain, bro. Not even crazy, bro. Listen. I can play that one every single morning and not get tired of it, bro, Jeff. That was hella work. Hella work, man. Hella work. It really was.
Hey,
but you know, it is what it is. If
you look in the comments of some of my lives, like some of my most recent lives, go look in the description section, and you can find one of these little portable AC units that you put water in and you freeze this thing in it. $20 fucking, and it keeps the whole room cool, man. I love this little fucking thing. But that's
Omar just got
when you got a little humidity, those things work great. Swamp cooler, basically.
All right, 13 rounds of boxing. I remember this guy, man. It's been a while since I heard from him. He said he quit RideShare yesterday and have a job interview on Friday. Hopefully I get it. Bro, we are pulling for you. We are pulling for you. We are. But we will be here. If you just want to hang out. If you just want to hang out, we got you.
Research whatever company you're working for and kind of tell them some shit about their company. That's the first thing you do. I learned that in corporate America. Research the company that you're interviewing at. Tell them some things that you like about the company. Tell them something that interests you about the company and why you believe in the company. A lot of motherfuckers walk into an interview just trying to get a job. No, you are the asset that they want to hire. That's the trick.
Yep.
And that's how I got a lot of jobs. Motherfucker, you gonna want to hire me before I walk out this bitch, guaranteed. And I would always get the job. They'd be like, okay,
that's exactly what he says in the interview.
Exactly. And then what happens, he swears so much that the dang interviewer is like, you know what? I like this guy. He's real. Come on through. We need you to swear some more.
Hire me in this bitch, because I'm Rick James, bitch.
Eddie,
that's the bottom line.
Eddie, would you hire Jeff? Would you hire Jeff to be front counter clerk? Would you hire Jeff to be your front counter greeter at your 5-star hotel?
Yeah,
you keep the nonsense and riff-raff.
Fully armed, okay, and he's gonna be front desk / security personal assistant.
Oh, that means you got to pay him double though. That's 2 jobs. That's 2 jobs.
Okay. He's gonna be doing He's like, hey, you want to talk to somebody? You talk to Jeff first.
Okay.
Well, see now here's somebody, right? Go ahead, Jeff. Well, no, I was just going to say
an accountant.
Okay,
when I was working like Mirage Resorts and all of that shit, I actually did security on fucking weekends at the pool and at some of the nightclubs and shit. Because everybody's like, how in the fuck is the accountant, also the motherfucker at the security? He's at the door. Like, yeah, he's a cool motherfucker. He can handle it. He ain't a normal accountant. It's like, and I made on a Wednesday 600 in tips, which was the record at that little bar I was at. I made 600 in tips. On a weekend, I made $2,000 on a weekend in tips just working at a fucking pool.
Can't
and people
beat
be like,
that,
how
bro.
are you doing that shit? You find people the right towel service. You match the right pool girls with the right guys. You match the right pool guys with the right group of girls. And because I know people energy and shit. And I'd be like, hey, well, I got a group of guys that's construction right now from Kansas. They need some fun girls to fucking work their area. So I would get the more bubbly girls, not the real fucked up girls that just mad and got to get home and shit the boyfriends is going to fucking cuss them out. I get the good girls. And the good girls would always service the guys. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I worked at
what kind of security is Jeff to be putting groups of people together and matching them up?
You know what?
Making money
no. Yeah, but you know what? That's good. You know why?
That is good.
You know why? Because
that's not called security. That's called something else.
Yeah, it's a matchmaking.
Brandon.
But you know what happens? You know what happens? He's got less trouble on his hands.
That's true.
If you got Group A with Group B and they're having a good time kicking it, you ain't got to worry about Group A smashing Group B over the head with a Hennessy bottle.
Oh, you always do.
I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't
and
mad at you.
Yeah, and Bear Pool is at the Mirage. Bear Pool is a topless pool. So all the strippers are there all the time. Nobody wears the fucking top for half the damn day. So you got girls just walking around and shit hanging out. So I got shit on my phone show you like when I would host a bikini contest. I got pictures in my phone with me wearing an all-white suit hosting a bikini contest up on the stages and shit like that. But I was the accountant. And they be like, how the fuck is the accountant hosting a bikini contest every night? That's just Jeff, man. He doing that shit.
But where's the king, Jeff?
I'm looking at what Austin, the girls at Austin is turning into. Okay. This is just some nasty stuff. Now, have you guys ever, I mean, dude, I don't know.
Go ahead, I'll be right back. Talk.
This is disgusting.
Oh,
this is happening in Austin.
Man. Why are you showing that again?
Oh yeah. Would you believe that? Yeah. These are the chicks. This is what we're getting here in Austin.
No, what is that? What is that?
That's horse manure.
Get out of here. Stop it.
You can't tell by the shape of the stuff on the floor.
I thought that was like
I didn't know.
Wow.
Okay. This is so Jeff. Whatever you have over there, man, I'll take it. I don't care if she's overweight. It's nasty. It's I
don't know, man. I can't deal with them people, man. Yeah, these people are mentally challenged. I don't fuck with mentally challenged people, man. I fuck with real people.
Isn't this country great?
It's like I don't do
this country.
Hey,
isn't this
gotta make America great again? I'm just saying. What the fudge was that?
God. Who do we lose? We lost Brandon. Okay.
I'm just gonna say, you know, we all talk about like positivity, negativity. You guys could focus on all this shit. I don't even know what the hell where that video came from. It's probably some social media platform that I'm not even a part of. Like,
so that would be the equivalent to him or she. Austin, that street where in Austin would be the equivalent.
Oh, okay.
That's like commercial on Fort Lauderdale.
So that would be the equivalent of him or she, downtown Fort Lauderdale, him or she.
Yeah.
Ron,
a lot of shit goes down there, and I just be like, you know what? I just keep driving, man.
The elbow room is not that bad. Just saying.
Yo, I've seen some
about
shit
the
on
elbow
him
room. I'm talking about the him or she, bro.
Dude, I've seen some shit there, man.
America's Backyard, Fat Tuesdays, Fat Cats, whatever the hell it is.
I see.
You're talking about by the train tracks. I'm over here thinking about. You're talking about.
It's all of it, Ron. It's all of it. All of it. Past the train tracks, all of it. And then when you go down to the other way too, when you go down to the wharf too. Oof.
I mean, there's a lot of them out there by the wharf. But hey, and then they come down from all over the country, down right to that little spot, you know, and you see some things that you just be like, you know, let me get out of here. I don't want to be here right now.
You gotta have a whatever attitude. It's whatever. People do weird stuff. It's whatever, man. As long as no one's being hurt, it's all good.
It's all good. You're right.
And they ain't trying to get in my damn car after they uncover themselves in orange shit.
That too. And again, you're like you said, Vinny, you're in control of that. I mean, when I hear people go, "Oh man, I can't get any rides," and then I got this one ride, and then like you didn't have to take that one ride.
Well, see, and that's the other thing. That's another real point to bring up, though, is these apps know you're getting desperate. Drivers, not us particular, but the apps know drivers are getting desperate out there. And they're going to start taking the low ball offers. They're going to start taking way below what they need to make their bills because they figure, okay, if I can get 20 of these $3 rides, I'm going to make $60. And damn, it took them 12 hours to make the $60. And it cost them $40 in fuel to make the $60. But they're banking on that. These apps don't give a flying hoot about us at all, period, end of day. And as soon as they can work us out of that driver's seat, best believe they're going to do it. Just look at San Francisco.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a tough thing. That's why I always say, you know, well, we've talked about it, how you can't make this your only source of income. I mean, from day one, when I was doing this in my little Nissan Sentra, I was very skeptical about the, you know, how long I could do this for. So, I guess everybody's in a different position. Obviously, everybody, you know, some people really need the money, and this is what they do. And I understand that.
You know what? That's why Jeff
engineers never.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I was like, just like we all know, these app engineers didn't sit around thinking, how can we create an app that's going to get people with a car to become rich? They never fucking thought that. They said, we're going to create an app so we can get investors, we can all make money, and we can use drivers as tools to help us get rich. You are the fucking tool. Yes, so you got to outthink the fucking game master. These are the game masters. You are in the game. So how do you win this game? You don't let them set an algorithm to keep you driving 80,000 miles. If you're getting 50 cents a mile, you got to drive 2 to make $1,000. If you get $4 a mile, you only drive 500 miles to get $2,000. So you got to say, $1,000. You got to say, I need to drive less miles, higher dollar per mile, less wear and tear, more time thinking, spend more time thinking and less time fucking driving.
Yeah.
I get paid to use my brain.
I was sitting last night and I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to park right here at a spot. And I was looking for cash rides. I had a couple people come up to me because they were, you know, because they couldn't get anybody. Right. And then my Black XL came through and I was like, all right, I'll take the Black XL, you know, peace out to these cash offers. So, the point is to what Jeff was saying, like you got to find a way to make it work for you. I was content to not even work on the app. I had pings coming in and I'm talking to people for cash and I was just trying to get the best ride. And some nights it's like that. Some nights I'm doing more cash in a weird way. Last night I did more Lyft than Uber. Sometimes it's the other way around, but you got to make it like what Jeff said. You got to make it work for you. You got to find, because he's right. They didn't come up with this idea to say, hey, we're going to make everybody rich. Nah, bro. They're getting paid by investors to find out how they can make the investors rich.
I mean, you saw what Kalanick said. You saw what Kalanick said when he was in that S class and again he slammed the door on the guy.
Yeah, like Omar is saying, be analytical. You have to be a business analyst. You are your own business analyst. Analyze, is this going to be a good cash transaction, an app transaction? Which way do I go? If you are not a good business analyst, you need to hire one because this is a business. This is not a fucking job. It's a business. And you will get your ass drugged right under the fucking ground if you are not analyzing each transaction as an independent offer of business. How can we use you? And you're thinking, how can I make money? We're on two opposite sides of the equation. We don't work for the apps. We work with them. But the transaction has to be fair. And if you're not analyzing what's going on, like O said, pull your ass over, sit somewhere, chill, analyze what's going on. And if you ain't doing that, you're not doing it the smart way. You're wasting your time being too fucking busy to where you can't think. And that's what employers do. Employers do that shit to you.
And to Jeff's point, it was incredible the amount of cars that just kept going past me, going up the bridge to cross the intercoastal onto the beach. But before they did that, they were stuck in a mile-long line of traffic. And I just thought to myself,
exactly, they're not smart, man. They're just like, damn, ants in a fucking line. There's ants going to the anthill.
I think I did just a little shy of 200 in like 3 hours. I mean, I was online for more than 3 hours, but
I bet you.
I probably worked like 9 to. I probably worked 9 to 12. I think that was it. Yeah.
And like I said, you got to analyze. You got to do it the smart way.
But at the same time, while it's been slow, like the weekend was slow, I was like, hey, I think today is going to be slow. I think July 4th is going to be slow. I was pleasantly surprised at how much more busy it was, and you roll with it instead of just being negative about it, like somebody here who went home. So, hey, I took advantage of the situation. There was less competition on the road last night for me.
That would be
Hey,
winning.
that's what you gotta do.
No, that's okay. I'll take that shot. Yeah, that's no problem. I still made 135 yesterday. No, I'll take that shot. No problem.
You got a fourth. Yeah.
I'll take that shot. No problem, Omar.
Money.
You got your shot off.
Yeah, I think what happens is it's so
Yeah.
easy to get into RideShare. It's so easy to get into RideShare that you forget that this is a business. Matter of fact, you don't even know that this is a business. It's just a fact that you get to your phone, you go ahead and take pictures, put your license on all that. You put the picture of your car and whatever registration, and then you get online within a few hours later. And then you're like, oh, I'm about to go make some money because Uber keeps sending me these different rides. These rides are nice. They suck you in. And then you got people like us online that are saying, hey, be careful, take your time. But see, it's kind of hard to get through that because naturally it's better for them to hear once they start getting that Uber start messing with their rides, the price of the ride starts going low, then the people that are on the side talking about Uber's bad, Lyft is horrible, you can't make money. The people that were new 4 or 5 months ago start getting attracted to that. And we're on this panel trying to say, hey, do this, do that. Think of it as a business. Don't stress yourself out. Jeff is out here doing his Jeff talks. But he can try to push through, he can. But then the people on the other side is like, yeah, Uber sucks. Uber's this, Uber's that. But yet they tell you, hey, go in my comment section below, go in the description, click that link to get that insurance. You know what I'm saying? So you get something, I get something. But yeah, Uber sucks. So
yeah, you know what? You got a good point. Ron, you got a good point there. And I don't know what it is. Maybe some people are just kind of, maybe it's experience or it just takes a while maybe it's experience. Because I feel like from day one, I approached this and I started kind of, okay, how does this work? How does that work? Because I was, using the app. I was an ex-driver when I first started. But from day one, I was like, okay, was that smart? Like from day one, I was analyzing my whole day. How much money did I make today? Why did I do this ride? Because now we can talk about, hey, when you get a ping from here, don't do it. Or when you see this at the airport, don't do it. Like we have all this experience because we know it's a waste of time versus what's profitable. And so I don't know what it is with some people. Some people just don't get it, like what you said, Ron. They just see the app. Oh, okay, it's a thing. You make money and you don't realize that this is a business. And if it ain't worth your time, don't take it or cancel it. Yeah, like, and I get people that argue with me when I'm doing cash rides at events, and I'm like, hey, listen, I literally told people, hey, listen, that's fine. If that price is too high for you, no problem. Next person comes, hey, I need a ride. This is the price. Let's do it. And they'll look like, okay. And then you come back there, they're still there 2 hours later. We could have took a ride. I mean, this is a business for me. And I've had people get in my car and go, hey, you know what? Thank you. You're doing me a service. I've had people, like what Jeff said, tip me on the way out the door,
Like I said, like Zab says, like highway miles are a lot less wear and tear than city. I disagree because there was a whole fucking thing on Phoenix News. There was a shop sitting off the highway, says all of their business comes from people that go down that highway, tearing up their fucking ball joints, hitting their rims, fucking losing drive shaft. The faster your car goes, the more likely it's going to get damaged by something in the road. If not that, the car itself. Because you got to look at everything's connected with gaskets, grommets, fucking centrifugal force shit. The faster you go, the more likely you can fuck that car up. In the city, the only thing about the city, the wear and tear, is things like curbs. If you hit curbs, that'll fuck your car if you cut a curb too close. But as far as basic driving goes, highway will fuck you'll lose windshields on the fucking highway from rocks going flying, hitting your windshield. You will fuck up more on a highway than you will on a city street. Trust me on that shit.
But
I've done it a
traffic,
long time.
a lot of wearing and transmission in your engine.
This is amazing. Now, I hope, but see, here's the thing. People need to hear exactly that because maybe then my route shouldn't be the highway. Maybe I may want to take the local route because on my highway itself, I got too much grommets hitting my windshield that I'm out of the Uber game for a moment because I got to get my windshield fixed. But see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of knowledge coming out of this panel, and what I'm pointing out is that it is a fighting battle, and I think it's great to be in this fighting battle, because then we get to say, hey, look, come to this side, start learning how to get your stuff together. I'm an example of someone who jumped into Uber, and I'm like, I love Uber. I just put my car on the thing, and I'm like, ooh, I got my first trip at the Walgreens. I remember my first trip. I picked up this girl from the Walgreens on 27th at 79th Street. Vinny, don't say nothing. 79th Street and 27th Avenue.
Whoa.
To her house, about 5 blocks away. Vinny, I know how you think, Vinny. That's why I had to put the disclaimer out there.
You see this shit? You see this shit, Jeff? I'm just sitting here minding my own business. I ain't said a word in the last 7-8 minutes. And Ron got to drag me in to blame me for him trying to catch a trick on 79th Street. Like, I'm just sitting there. Why do I got to get dragged into this conversation? Because Ron likes tricking them hoes.
So on 79th and 27th, and that area,
it was a woman.
And that area. That area is a lot of.
You were in a spot, Ron. Let's just say that.
I picked up that was 2020. It was March. I think it was March 22nd, 2015.
Them windows ain't tinted. Them windows ain't tinted on that Tesla either. I know.
But I had my Impala at the time, so. But I remember that first.
Those windows were really tinted.
You know what, man? So I got me a nice. I'm driving nice. If you like car, but what I'm saying is, I was excited to jump in. I didn't have a plan to jump in. I didn't have that experience. I'm 22 at the time driving this thing, and I didn't have that plan. Now there were some YouTubers talking about it. I mean, you had Uberman on there showing his thing of how he's doing stuff. You had the Simple Driver. I mean, he had his referral stuff, but he literally said it's a business, and I think that's where people need to get into. Hey, we got a lot of people doing RideShare now. They got content on YouTube that could help you. It's just that if you really want to do this, if this is something you're looking for, go to those channels. And for those who are on here in the comment section, if you know somebody, don't let them slide, dog. Don't let them slip, because I think that's the other thing too. People are sometimes afraid to talk to people. Now, granted, I get, if somebody says leave me alone, leave them alone. However, if you have a casual conversation with another driver, maybe it's good for the community to get together and be like, hey, do it this way, rather than always looking at content that doesn't help you in your Uber or Lyft business, however you want.
If it don't make money, it don't make sense. Anybody ever notice Uber and Lyft never really try to help you to learn how to work the app?
Never. Never
notice that. They don't ever. No, they put up there, oh, it'll be busy at this time, or it'll be busy at that time. Or, hey, driver, 5-star driver, why don't you go online and give a 5-star ride? But they don't ever say, hey, you know what? And let me help you form an LLC. Let me help you show you how you can truly deduct all your necessary work expenses, so that you can maximize your earnings. Hey, let me show you, this is a stepping stone to owning your own business. They don't do none of that, bro. It is strictly shut up and drive. They talk about telling LeBron to shut up and dribble. What are they telling? Everybody got pissed off when they told LeBron to shut up and dribble. Well, guess what? Public. They're telling drivers to shut up and drive.
And then
that's what they're telling.
When you call them up, you get Alibaba.
Oh shit!
So,
there you go.
I also want to comment.
Channel has been shut down.
I want to.
Goddamn racist, Eddie.
I want to sort of go a different way than what Jeff was saying about the highway. I like highway miles, and I also work on my own cars, and I've worked on a lot of cars. And I find it depends on where you are too, because if you're in a city, or like maybe you're like in a town, maybe not in a big city where the roads aren't great and they aren't smooth, they aren't maintained. Yeah, it's a different story. Even on highways, you could have highways that don't have good roads, that aren't well maintained. It also depends on the vehicle too. Some cars are just they're too heavy in the back, too heavy in the front. Like if you have a vehicle with like a V8 in it, man, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be every time you stop on that thing, all the weight shifting to the front and affecting the ball joints and this and that. So if I like the highway, but again, it depends, to each its own, because sometimes the highway can be less wear and tear if you don't get on the gas too hard, if you just cruise onto the highway, if you also don't have to drive a long time. Like if the highway is right there next to you, like within a mile, then yeah, and then you're dropping off, within a mile, yeah, it ends up working out. Once upon a time, when we got paid, rate card, the highway was definitely better. You got better gas mileage. Like I would see me personally from myself from my own statistics was a better number statistically. Like I was getting more money to the tank and having to work on the car less and having to service the tires less and things of that nature than when I was grinding on the street. When I was grinding on the street, I was going through ball joints, wheel bearings,
stop and go,
wheel
stop
bearings,
and go, stop and go. It's more wear and tear.
Wheel bearings, ball joints, and yeah. But again, it also depends on the car because my first car that I had was a Nissan Sentra. I talked about this in Discord. Something happened. The unibody was just a little just twisted, and so like the rear tires didn't sit straight. One of them kind of sat like this. So that car was F no matter what. Like I was always gonna have issues there. But like on a car that's new and in good shape, no accidents, it just depends whether the highway is better or not. So a lot of variables.
Tell people like this: brakes cost me $100 for all 4 of my BMW brakes. $100 will last me about 3 years.
Where's Brandon? Brandon needs to hear that. Where's Brandon?
A windshield costs me $1,400. If I go down the highway, I have a risk of losing $1,400 on the windshield versus me driving 3 years on the streets to spend $100 on brakes. I'm gonna spend $100 on brakes by doing the streets. I'm not doing the $1,400 windshield. I'm on my 3rd windshield on my Beamer right now. All of them got cracked on the highway. Every single one. My Jeep has 2 windshields. I got a Gorilla Glass on there, $810 windshield, cracked on the highway. I can go through brakes on the road. Brakes only run me $100 every 3 years. But it's the highway that fucks up the most expensive parts of your car. Shit's falling off of other trucks. You're running over ladders and fucking dressers and wood and crazy shit on the highways. Hot speed is what fucks cars up. This slow shit, people say, but I need shocks. Shocks on the rear of my Jeep cost me $100 for 2 struts, $100. You know how long it take me to blow out struts? A lot of people that go to shops, they are looking at the labor that shops are charging them, not the actual parts. These parts don't cost us shit. If you want to save money, work on your own fucking car. That's how you save money. People are saying, "Oh man, it's gonna cost me $900 for new struts." No, struts only cost you $100. You're paying $800 because you don't do shit yourself. That's the problem.
Right. I spent I didn't spend much maintaining my little Nissan because the struts were really cheap. So I replaced it just because, and I said, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna get another 50 to 100,000 miles out of this," and that's exactly what I did, Jeff. To your point, and I will say this too. This is what I mean by everywhere is different. Your results may vary. Here in the state of Florida, when you get a cracked windshield, you get a new windshield by the state once a year. I've had a cracked windshield and I've had it replaced via the state of Florida. So, but other states don't do that, and and then now you're forking a bill, or you have to call your insurance company, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, I see your point, Jeff. I definitely see your point. My view is twisted a little bit because the majority of time I've been driving, I drive by nighttime. Less cars, less people driving construction vehicles on the road, because you're right about that shit. I've been on long trips from like Florida to New York, and then all of a sudden you hear a boop. What the fuck was that? Something came off of some garbage truck 5 miles up the road that nicked my windshield. So I hear what you're saying. But I drive a lot at nighttime to avoid other people, because it's not you. You didn't nick your car. You didn't fuck up your windshield. It was somebody else. It was a negligence of someone else.
Invisible Ranch, I'm going to tell you like this. If you're going through brakes every 6 months, they're not putting ceramic brakes on your car.
Yeah, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong.
I got big ass 37s. It takes me about 1.5 years to replace on big ass 37s. Stopping them big ass tires, 1.5 years to go through them brakes. So if you're going through every 6 months, they putting semi-metallic bullshit on your car. You getting scammed. Tell them I want ceramic. Ceramic burns a lot better, and it doesn't shave off as fast as semi-metallic.
Well, not just that too. Like if you're doing your own brakes, you're doing them right. All my cars that I've ever done brakes on, and like Jeff said, I've used ceramic pads. Sometimes you have to break them in a certain way. I always use new rotors. I never cut my rotors. New rotors, new pads. Replace the hardware. Make sure you lubricate everything. And then there's a braking process. You go and drive. It may tell you to go 5 miles an hour and then slam your brakes. 20 miles an hour, slam your brakes. 45 miles an hour, slam your brakes so that it beads in together. So that's another thing. Sometimes you go to these shops, they do your shit really fast. Here, get you out the door, and your brakes are squeaking in a couple months or whatever it is, you burn through them. So sometimes you really should try and do it yourself, or at least make sure that the job is getting done right.
Yeah, because he just said I do the work. This is what your problem could be. If you're going to do brakes every 6 months, that means you're wearing down your brakes as you're driving. Your calipers are stuck. You probably need to get new fucking calipers, because as soon as you roll your brake pad, it backs off of your rotor. If not, if your caliper is sticking, you're like this the whole time, and it's just shaving shit down. All you doing is this. When I hit my brakes, it's doing this. It's like this. Because that fluid is going to suck off that rotor a little bit. It's going to do like this. It's going to keep doing this. You're doing this. You're not going no fucking where. You chewing down. As your rotor is going, you're eating up your brake pad. So you probably got stuck calipers, or you got bad brake fluid that's not moving back through those lines fast enough. So you got to do a brake bleed, or you got to get all new calipers. That's how you fix that.
Or or something's wrong. Something's wrong with the booster and it's stuck. Something's wrong there, because nowadays with modern cars, you shouldn't be going through brakes every 6 months. You're doing something. Hell, even if you're doing pizza delivery, even if you're doing like the worst wear and tear stop and go job, you shouldn't be going through brakes every 6 months.
Yep, 6 months now. Because that's a lot. That's a lot of fucking pad to eat through in 6 months. That's like you're riding downhill for 6 months the whole time with your foot on a fucking brake. You're eating through them. So it's like you got a brake system problem. You don't have a brake problem. You got a brake system problem.
Yo, we at my old W2 where we used to transport a lot of heavy shit in our work vans. It was a Ford Transit van. They would burn the rear. We had to get the rears replaced more than the fronts. It was very strange, but we would burn through those things about every 30 to 45,000, closer to 30,000. We'd burn through them. So that's 1 year. Once a year, we had to get brake pads. So that's a work van that drove 5 days a week from West Palm Beach to fucking Florida City. Okay, that's what our work vans did. We were all over South Florida, and once a year we were getting brakes. So I don't know what the hell. Whoever said they have to get brakes every 6 months, I don't know what's going on with your car, man. Because
you gotta brakes. You gotta change out your fluid. Change out your fluid first. Start simple. Change out the fluid, then work your way up to actually looking at the calipers, making sure your calipers ain't sticky. Because that's a lot.
Well, I'll tell you this. I like the highways. I don't care too much for short trips in my truck. I prefer the highways. I'd probably say 80% of the miles on my truck are highway miles. But where I work, it benefits me. Like where I think where the short trips are beneficial is like in the downtown areas. If you're downtown, that's where you're going to be. And guess what? It's not like a New York City in our downtown, Fort Lauderdale or Miami. People ain't, you can still move. But I think people, the way you drive, the way you apply your brakes, there's a difference between smashing the brakes and warming up the brakes, just like Jeff was saying. There's a certain way you can drive that you can prolong and find a nice happy medium. Like I understand Jeff's point, because we get them goddamn dump trucks and sand trucks and gravel trucks all the time, especially up around where I live, right? But at the same time, I get Omar's point, because the little short choppy drives, there's a lot of more idling, accelerating, slow down, and this, that, and the other. So I get them all. Anyway, it's 11:18. We're going to start at the bottom. We're going to start at the bottom with Ron. Come on, Ron. I need your tip of the night. Let's go, Ron. Tip of the night. Let's wrap this up.
All right, guys. Tip of the night. Have people around you that are knowledgeable, and people that are not knowledgeable around you or who don't want to learn, move away from them. We're going into a different economy right now, and the last thing that you need is to be on the street, because the people that you're around are dragging you down. So with that, have a good night. Make the money out there. Think of this as a business. And in the future, you'll be able to go ahead and get to the goals that you need to. Anyway, that's my tip. All right, Eddie. I gotta head out anyway, so I'll talk with you guys later.
All right, bro. Hey, man, make sure you get on Hertz about that bullshit, man. We're looking forward next week. We want to know where you're at, because right now, like, truly, I feel bad for you. I know you're doing what you got to do, and I know you're jammed up there, but, bro, you got to get that money right with them people, man. They're robbing you. They are flat out robbing you right now. Yeah. So, end of your business, Ron. All right, buddy. Be good. Eddie, we need a tip of the night, bro.
Yep, tip of the night. Sign up to our channel to buy our merch. Get off the streets. so you can make it more money. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell kind of tip was that. Was that a tip or was that a sales pitch?
It was a tip / sales tip.
This guy. All right, Steven, tip of the night. How much water do I need to have in my 5-gallon jug to get the pressure cleaning done right?
Well,
By the way,
for a
Jeff,
5-gallon jug,
matter.
that's only going to last you probably 2 minutes. So, but get yourself into. We were just talking about it inside the chat. Getting into jobs that are gonna make it where you can make your own income and get the most out of your time. What is it? Bucky and I were just talking about getting into buying things from yard sales. There are so many people, especially if you know the neighborhoods, you can use the information from following Key's tracks. These are neighborhoods where when they do yard sales, they've got stuff that's still brand new in packages. It's insane. It could be a video game, it could be cards, whatever it might be. And you can use things like Google Lens and see how much these things are worth. You can check things like eBay and whatnot and sell really good merch that people are they're sick and tired of having it sitting in their back room. But look for something that you can use to make Uber your supplemental income, and if Uber becomes better later on, Uber, Lyft, whatever app you might be working on, cool. But don't make it it's your bread and butter. You're relying on it, and they do something like they do to Vinny, and to Ron, where all of a sudden they're pulling more money out of your account than what you expect, and then now you're stuck because this is what you're relying on, and you just have to eat it and keep working with it. No, put yourself in the driver's seat of your own situation. Look for things that you can take advantage of so that you can invest. You can buy a laundromat. You can buy vending machines. You can make opportunities for yourself for real passive income.
We need Richie.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Richie does that.
All right, Omar. Who?
Richie hustles. He does that. He goes into like the Walmarts and stuff, or he buys stuff at discounts and he sells them on eBay. Would love to hear from him.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get something together with Richie. Maybe we get a little class with him going.
Yeah, that Richie.
Omar, what do you got?
So when Murphy's Law, right? When everything that can go wrong will go wrong. But here's the thing. You can make it worse, believe it or not. So don't let a bad situation get worse. Sometimes I've always said this, you know, life is short and you want to spend every single day working toward the goal, working towards where you want to get to. And sometimes you got to take a step back and go, you know what? So I was in a situation where a couple of weeks ago where there's one thing and then there was another thing and then there was another thing. And I said, you know what? Let me just go home. And luckily I was able to get home safely because it was car related. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, you know what? I got an idea. And then I hit rock bottom, but then I just thought about it, stayed positive, worked my way through it. Everything worked out, and got the car fixed and back on the road because it was a very weird situation I had. So I could have made that situation a whole lot worse, and I'm learning from it, and I'm going to try to make sure that something like that never happens again because I thought that I had everything that I needed in case I broke down or whatever. And I didn't, and I decided to just make the problem more worse by keep driving. So don't do that. Don't make things worse than what they are. You run into a situation, and you might have a safe choice and a risky choice. Maybe take the safe choice, go home. Oh, but I'm going to lose money. I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose that. The sun is still going to come up tomorrow. All right, you're still going to be alive. Okay, I lost income for 2 days. It sucks. I had black XLs I had to cancel. It sucks, but you know,
but it's better than showing up. But it's better than showing up on a donut, brother.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah. No. But I couldn't even get the donut on. Really, that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Like it was a bad situation. So I worked through it, figured it out because I went home, slept it off, woke up again with a positive mental attitude. I got an idea, and it worked out. So. don't let a bad situation get worse. No matter what situation you're in. Oh, I'm not making any money. The app's not working. My wife sucks. My boyfriend sucks, or whatever you are. Your other person that's with you sucks. Listen,
we didn't need a shout out to your boyfriend, bro. Stop it.
Just whatever it is, just whatever it is. Life it can get better. You're in control of it. You are the one that's in control of it. To what Steven was saying. So and keep positive attitude.
Yep. All right.
Reminds me of my Black and Decker.
Yeah, you like the way it sucks. What? I got Jeff's tip. What?
Yeah, I got something that came up on my phone. It says introducing pet-friendly rides. It says earn an additional $3 to $3.20 on every pet-friendly trip. So it's not even a rate. They're just giving you a flat $3 or $3.20 per pet ride.
Bro, you know, they be Jedi mind tricks and people to be like, oh shit,
oh my god, yeah,
$30.
Still ain't getting my shit.
$3. You know what? I think that's at least 9% of what I wanted.
Yeah, right, 9%. But bro, that's exactly what they do though, because nobody's taking them goddamn rides. You can't get the shit out your car. You can't get the pet hair out your car.
No.
And I don't know. Jumping my motherfucking leather seats. Doubt it. Motherfucker scratching my shit up.
No, I like the point that I forgot who it was. Something like a commenter was making. He's like, oh, so in their language, they clearly say it doesn't matter how allergic or how much fear you have of the animal, you have no right to reject the ride. So if somebody's driving down the street and the dog barks behind them and they are deathly afraid of dogs and they drive onto incoming traffic, then what? Like,
exactly, liability.
Or they start sneezing and their eyes and throat swell up, and all of a sudden they go down the opposite side of the road. It's insane.
Well, I don't give a damn. They already know. Don't send that shit to me because I ain't taking no pet fucking rides. My man Jeff, what you got, Jeff?
Well, I guess I'm gonna stick with the same energy. You know what I'm saying? My advice to you is to take, if you want to do RideShare, take this shit seriously. Don't let motherfuckers with W-2s tell you that a W-2 is the solution to all your problems. Because if that was a trick, everybody with a W-2 would have an 800 fucking credit score and 50 grand in a bank. Trust me, you are in control of all the shit around you. If you do RideShare right, you'll do well. You can work on your credit score. You can work on putting savings aside if you do this shit right. You can have a W-2 and be completely fucked, have motherfucker repo in your car in a week. You could be evicted with a W-2. Your ass anything can happen to you with a W-2. Do not think a W-2 is a solution. And these motherfuckers are in all of our comments on our channel seeing how well we're doing during a slow period. A lot of us are doing shitty. A lot of us are doing well. And this is the opportunity they've been waiting on to jump on us. Ha, look at you motherfuckers not making no money. Ha, they're fucking with your head. They want to beat you down because they got a W-2 that they're struggling at. And they've been waiting to see struggling ass RideShare drivers. They've been waiting on that shit all year. Can't wait till you motherfuckers are struggling because they struggling. It's shit energy looking for you. Keep doing what you do because I guarantee you, as any of these W-2 motherfuckers, what's your credit score? Well, yeah, how much you got in the bank? Yeah, because we doing this shit for money. No matter what you say, we doing this shit for money. Bottom line, I'm not doing this shit for a title at no company. Oh, I'm the director of fucking reduction engineering. Motherfucker, you're a trash man. The head fucking trash man. I don't give a fuck about no title. We in this shit for money. So if you at a W-2, get your bag at the W-2. Get your money at your W-2. If you in RideShare, get your money in RideShare. Get your bag in RideShare. Don't let W-2 motherfuckers fuck with you because we don't fuck with W-2 people. I applaud those motherfuckers for holding a job and making money. But if you got a W-2 and you on my channel talking shit about RideShare, trust me, I'm going to ask you what's your fucking credit score and what's your bank account looking like and whether or not your ass got repos is in the process of being evicted. That's what I'm going to ask you, the real shit, because we in this for money, and that's it. Don't come at me about no RideShare shit.
Shit. That's Jeff, bro. That's Jeff. I mean, you can't. Jeff, he's gonna keep you on point. He's gonna, or as some of my friends say, he's gonna put you on the square. He's gonna put you on the square. You better be ready for it. Man. I had tips.
This is real.
I don't forgot my tips. My tips is this.
Jeff makes you forget shit.
Here. Nah, I got it, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, do what you got to do to make your money. Doesn't matter. Do what you got to do to make your money. Just make sure you get home safe at night. Don't be stupid. Don't be foolish. Don't drive when you're so damn tired you can't see straight. If you're out there for 2-3 hours and you're in a bad location and you didn't move to another location, you're sitting there, you're falling asleep, bro. Don't push it for a $5 or $10 or $20 or $100 ride. If you're worn out, take your ass home. Take your ass home. Not every day is going to be a good day. You're not going to make $500 every day. Hell, there are going to be days like Jeff said earlier. You're not going to make $100 in a day. That's the market right now. You can blame saturation. You can blame the economy. You can blame the apps don't like you. You can say that this is this. Listen, at the end of the day, you're not going to have, it's not sunshine and rainbows every day. This shit takes strategy. You can do everything right and still not get a fucking ride. So keep that in your mind. Understand they don't care about you. As long as you remember that, you keep that first and foremost in your mind when you go to work. These apps don't give a shit about me. I'm going to take care of me. And as long as you do that, you will find success. And then to speak to, I forget who, if it was Steven or if it was, I think it was Steven. Steven said, check your circle, man. Was that Steven or?
No, that was Ron. That was Ron that said, check your circle.
Okay. Ron, check your circle, bro.
Yeah.
You are a result of the 5 people you keep closest to you. Do you want to know who I keep close to me? You want to know who I keep close to me? These guys in the garage. That's who I keep close to me. Outside of that, because I know everybody here has got the same goals that I got. We might get there differently. We all got our problems. Believe me, we all got problems. Ain't none of us sitting up here like kings. But at the same time, I know I could call Jeff. I could call Steven. I could call Eddie. I could somewhat call Omar. Okay. And I know because Omar is going to give me some shit first, and then he's going to agree with me. Right? See, and Omar's the kind of guy that if you're down, if it's 10 white dudes beating your ass, Omar's going to be number 11. I'm just telling you that's the way it is. Right? But seriously, keep your circle tight. Keep your circle tight. You're gonna be a lot better off in life, man. Everybody out here is trying to help you.
When I'm the 11th guy and I kick you, you learn something. You're like, oh, you know what? Damn, thank you. You'd be like, thank you, Omar.
Listen, bro. Listen, if it's 10 of them and you jump on me, the motherfucker I'm already choking out, I'm gonna let go and I'm gonna grab your little narrow ass and fold you up like a pretzel. I promise you, I'm gonna fold your ass up like a pretzel. And you're going to have your free chiropractic care on me because I'm going to snap your ass.
Also,
anyway, no, I'm just joking.
To your point too, Vinny, right? Last night I said to myself, I had one side of my brain going, all right, game over. But I did one more loop because a lot of the rides were coming from pretty much one area, like around Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood. And so I did one more loop and I got home at like about an hour later than I should have. And I said to myself, the other side of my brain was going, Omar, you're on borrowed time right now. You know that. Look at the queue. There's no flights, and it tripled. It went from like 30 cars to 90 cars. Like, and I just pushed it. I'm like, let me just see. I think I can force it. That's one more hour of sleep I could have got last night. I woke up late for the market, but I still made money today. But still, the point is to what Vinny was saying. Don't force it. Don't force it.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
And you know, speaking of that,
as much as I know, as much knowledge as I have, as Vinny has, and all of us have, you can't put a gun to someone's head and say, "Listen, order Lux Black XL." If no one's ordering Uber X, they're damn sure ain't gonna order, Lux Black. So, when the party's over, the party's over. Go home. Or like Vinny said, especially if you're tired, definitely driving sleepy is very dangerous.
Yeah, ain't no sense. Listen, tomorrow's another day.
Yep.
So with that, y'all, we're gonna wrap this up. Eddie, we got in the mornings with Eddie and Vinny. Jeff hit me with something today that I'm gonna let him lead on that when he's ready to talk about that. He'll talk about that on his channel, on his lives. I'm down for the cause. I feel, yeah, bro, I'm with it. So with all that, we hope y'all have a very, very good night. Make sure you hit all the links below. And thank you for being with us. With that, y'all, put up the goofy faces because we up out of there.
Pow.